I want everybody to take a look at Beef Wall.
Pretty good.
He's got 2 Deathbringers, and look at the rest of his gear after that.
Let me turn on TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
See if I can globally turn the sound down. Options. Playback.
I'll fuck him up in duel. For you.
Is that better? Alright, I turned it down a lot. I can also turn off TeamSpeak, but last time people said they wanted to hear it, so. Oh.
Will he duel you?
He won't. He cancelled and whispered me I can't.
Oh, I forgot about all the Fury Warriors. They're probably... Oh. He's 2-hand Fury. Huh. Interesting. I saw Sharpening Stones and I was like, oh, I forgot Fury Warriors use it for their offhand. And then he wasn't 2-hand Fury. Oh. But we should be started pretty soon here. As we go, let me know how the TeamSpeak audio is. I gotta put my transmog on. Almost drank it this ulti. I'm not gonna use my transmog this week. We got our fancy new dagger. Looks cool. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I could have put away my 6 demon bag. Forgot to put it in the bank, but it's whatever. So we've got a lot of consumes ready. I'm gonna, I guess, try and sort things here. I guess I'll just start moving stuff. So I got my defensive consumes, the greater fire protections. I have a couple regular fire protections. I occasionally use them. They were more useful in the early weeks when our healers weren't as geared on like fights where they just couldn't keep everyone up, but now they're doing fine. So, so I also have the arcane protection potion for Shazra. I got resto pots for Sulfuron, not Sulfuron, Luciferon. Got majors just to heal. I have a couple superiors. I just keep these on me anyway. I don't even have a bind really for them, but I guess I'll put one there. It's like if on trash I feel like I'm gonna die, I could pop one like a baby potion, but on an actual fight I'd use a major. I got some backup gear just so that I can swap in fire resist. Is there any more defensives? No, those are the defensive consumes. I have offensive consumables as well. We've got Mongoose of Power. Got a few different type of... Oh, they're here. This is another defensive. I got a Juju Ember for Rag. Doesn't really matter, but they were super cheap on the auction house. So I bought some of the fire resistance echoes a while back. I'm going to use them up and not reuse them. Alright. Guy Elixir Giants. It's just a cheaper Juju. I'm going to use it up, though, and then just start using Jujus. Got a bunch of agility food. I got Thistle Tea, of course. I brought a lot of it this week. Last week I was a little low on it. Using poisons. I have Sharpening Stones for the bosses that that are immune to poison. Oh, I also have a Juju of Flurry for attack speed. I only use this on Rag, but I do use it. Let me set up my binds. I want to get the resto pot ready for Luciferon, so I'm just gonna put it on a button that I can press. Last time, like a noob, I was not ready for Luciferon, and I actually went into my bags to click my restorative potion because I was distracted. So this time we're not gonna do that. But I think I'm good. I still need to get an item set manager. They weren't available on launch when I was leveling, so I just never got one, and keep forgetting to get one. I only ever switch item sets in Molten Core on trash because I don't want to die. So I actually equip like a fire resistance set. I have the royal seal here. I think I have one more piece of fire res, don't I might have forgotten to bring it. Oh, nope, the belt. Good. Yeah, so that's the fire resistance. Oh man, I have a lot of thistle tea. I didn't realize I had so much. But yeah, let me see actually what my fire resistance is going to look like. The gear. So I'm going to equip these items. Actually, I don't need to equip the neck anymore. I forgot my pendant has the fire res as well. So from here, Shadowcraft's in an awkward situation because I'm putting in resistance gear. So just for the trash. Sharpening stones for witch bosses. I use them on right before Gar. I believe Gar is immune to poisons. All elementals are, but Gar is kind of bugged. But so I'm going to use it before Gar, which it should still be on by the time we get to Baron Geddon. And then I'll use one again right before Rag. Only on the offhand. Because the main hand, I should have Wind Fury the whole way through. But since I am running the fire res, I'm going to be running 3 Shadowcraft. This has fire res too, so I probably don't want to unequip that. So I probably yeah, I should have brought my Mask of the Unforgiven. I might have gotten... No, I got rid of it because I have my Bloodfang head. Oh, right. I'm just never going to equip anything over the head. I'm trying to think of ways to swap out the gear if I have fire res in. And I think the only thing I change is, like, equip a Devil Sword legging. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't think I do anything else with the fire res set. I'm going to actually double check that TeamSpeak is working. Anyone out there? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool, thanks. All right, so my mic's working in TeamSpeak, that's good. But yeah, any minute now, we should actually start. And what are we actually at? We're 4 away from full, so we have 36. Only 6 rogues so far. I do know 8 rogues want to come to the raid, so we might have 2 more rogues again. So preparing for 8 rogue raid again. And by preparing, there's no preparation. It's just be ready to be disappointed. That's pretty much it. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. Just kind of sorting junk in my bags. So I'm ready to go. I don't think I'm going to use any of the NG stuff actually in raid. I could use the chicken on a couple fights. I should probably start doing that. The problem if if the chicken doesn't do the attack speed roar, it's a DPS loss. Actually, I mean, if it does get a couple of pecks in, like if the chicken immediately dies, you'd rather just have something else equipped. But if you can get it to peck for a while and maybe do the attack speed screech, the battle chicken can be worth it. It of course is going to give your whole group attack speed though. So I think I should give it a go. I'm trying to think what fights I want to use it on. Could use it on Magmadar. Oh, there's fire in that fight.
User joined your channel.
I'm trying to think of any fight where it's like 0 chance that you take damage. You think it's immune? It might be immune to everything in Sulfuron. I mean, I keep saying Sulfuron. It might be immune to everything in Lucifron. The chicken might not be cursed or magicable. So I might chicken there. Gets it on CD early anyway. I'm not going to use it again. Gar would be a good time for the chicken. The problem is he would then strip off the buff. The attack speed buff probably. So maybe not Gar. Definitely not Geddon. What about Sulfuron actually? Maybe Sulfuron is the fight for chicken. Yeah, maybe we use chicken on Sulfuron this time. But while we're waiting, I think I need to like start a notepad of just things to do on the bosses, because sometimes I screw up and then I forget. So Magmadar, don't get feared in bad spot. Let me see if I can swap this so you guys can see it. There we go. So Magmadar, don't get feared in a bad spot. Lucifron, oh. Don't pop CDs on pull. Prepare to use Restopot. Pop CDs on pull. This actually line goes ahead. This is the first boss. Trying to think of the other things I remember from last time that I screwed up. I want to, for Lucifron, which I should probably change how I format this a little bit. I want to pop Resto Pot only once I get the Lucy Curse. So there's like a couple things that Lucifron debuffs puts on you. The only thing that really matters is the curse that increases your resource costs.
Boys.
So I'm not actually going to
Hey.
pop to it.
For some reason,
I still need to
people
turn down
decided to call
TeamSpeak.
out
Sorry
of the
about that,
raid.
guys.
10 minutes before the raid.
Sound muted.
All right, I muted. Let me change this real quick. I thought I turned it down a ton, but all right, I'm muting. Hopefully TeamSpeak's better. What's the trinket on the left? This one? Black Hand's Breath. You can see it in the bottom right. Increases chance to crit by 2%. I think that's it for Lucifron. That's it for Magmadar. Magmadar is pretty face roll. Third guy, Gehennis. I don't know how to spell his name. Free action potion, but is it a Fife in there? I'm not going to actually buy a free action potion, but if I wanted to do really good DPS, I would use a free action potion here. And then, what's the other thing? Pop CDs on pull, vanish early. This is the same thing, actually. I need to put this up here as well. Pop CDs on pull, vanish early. Again, in these AoE fights, you want to do that. Are we heading out yet? No, not yet. It looks like we're a little bit of a late start to the raid, but it's no big deal. After Gehennis is Gar. Gar is, wait for
Sorry for the slight late start.
Crusader proc to use CDs.
Few people say they couldn't make it last minute. And also,
I have to change my TeamSpeak back up again. Hold the fort.
but I think we should get to roll out.
Yep.
Yeah, sweet. All right, let's go.
Okay.
My poor songflower.
Hey, what's up, Alzeron? Getting ready for another Molten Core.
Are
What's the guy
healers
after?
assigned
Get
already
in?
So we can get in and just go.
I don't even know what to do against Geddon.
I want to talk over a few things as well. So.
I feel like
Yeah, I want to say no. because
Geddon's
you
probably my
brought
worst
up, so
fight,
that's
to
gonna
be
be-
honest. I don't know what I'm screwing up. I think I maybe try and min-max Slice and Dice more.
Oh yeah, put me in a. I'll swap myself.
Kind of like Rag. I think I did a good job on Rag. Like, with Rag.
Probably want a shaman in group 8.
Shazra?
Groups have been sorted at the moment.
Okay.
Shazra is an interesting fight.
That's the thing you're gonna do.
Just live. I don't care about my
Someone
damage on
else is
Shazra.
running
I just
around.
want to live.
What's going on?
Sulfuron.
Use always movement.
Sulfuron I usually have kick assignments. Sometimes I don't have a chance to do that much damage
Looting.
if I'm on like a off tank target. So for Sulfuron, I'm just gonna say
For a raid,
there's nothing
that's-
really in Sulfuron.
you don't have people fighting for
to
spots,
do.
you actually need people.
Just yeah, NA. On Baron, pop 2 fire pots. Tell healer to heal only you.
Yeah.
Is that how you get the top parses? Just sit in the fire? Kind of pissed for a guild calling you out for being top DPS on Ani? Like they're upset that you kept
Alright, so
attacking?
the guild bank pumped 600 gold into Moomba, so we can get his all his enchanting shit.
Oh, did everyone leave without me? That's a little awkward.
What the fuck?
I was not paying attention.
But he's a mage.
I was typing out my notepad. And I also
Guild
turned down
bank do guild
TeamSpeak a
bank
lot.
things, so
Yep, I'll
Moonba's
catch
got the
you guys
majority of
later.
the good enchants now. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
send
You
catch
never
you
pulled
guys
aggro?
later.
Yeah,
Don't
I would
worry.
just
was gonna
I don't
say,
know, if there's
people
someone you can talk to in the
try
guild,
to
if they're actually
charge
upset, if
like
they're just like, you know,
golden
guys, you need to
certain enchants.
like give the tank
Yes,
time, you know,
100%
then
it's,
and it's whatever.
same
But if they're
thing.
actually like calling you out,
So instead of Spain,
then I would
for a Crusader enchant.
I would just say, hey, I'm fainting away all the damage, so it's
you can
fine.
throw in 5 gold or whatever. and
You're
go back
fainting
to
the
your
threat caused by the damage, right? Why don't you guys use Discord? I think some of the European people in the guild were saying that it's better there, better quality.
Good start, Kimochi. Fantastic start. Off to a crack.
I need to make sure I don't die because I wasn't paying attention and I'm a little late. Also, guys, really close to Epic Mount.
Put it on TeamSpeak now.
Think I'm like
Real contested hot topic of people using TeamSpeak.
60 gold away.
2000.
I thought I just respec, so I was closer, and then I actually could have gotten it, but then I respec, but and I had to buy a little bit of consumables, but
User was moved
should
to
have
your
Epic
channel.
Mount in the next couple days.
Hey, can somebody help me summon the looter real quick?
Yeah.
Actually, I think I can swap my display back, so it's better quality. Yeah, in the start, you attack, feint every yellow ability. Yeah, I mean, there's really no argument for you not doing that because you're just helping kill the boss faster. You're just saving mana for the healers. So they probably just don't understand the. They're worried about threat and they don't understand that
For
you're
now,
able to
could
feint
you
everything
remove
away.
me from raid assist because I have my F2 hotkey as talk and assign target X marker, so I don't want to like just like instinctively screw that up.
You good?
Alright, thank you.
Who wants a good old wand?
Hit me.
Who said it?
Grit.
Show gears in the description, Jacob.
Who wants it?
Also my talents and everything.
Ryu.
But they don't want you to do any yellows. Just
Why is that a bad?
I mean, at the end of the
That's
day,
2 randoms in a row, Justin.
they're the
I thought
ones that
someone
are.
was doing it.
No,
Sometimes it's better to just listen to them and not get in trouble with the guild.
So,
But I mean,
Tyrant's not here today, so thank you.
it is correct to use yellow hits and then feint away the threat caused by them. But you know,
incoming.
at the end of the day, you don't want to cause issues.
That's what that would make my job so
But
much
so I would try
It
and
would, wouldn't it?
try and
Who's
talk
getting
to
it?
either whoever's mad at you or like
easier. It's always a toss up between
whatever the deal is. But at the end of the day, try not to
A
cause any
rogue.
issues.
Yeah, a rogue. It's going to sound.
Grat
But
sap.
no. If it drops today, I'll go to just. If you can be asked to grab it.
No problemo. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna get a mage and just buy all the bars.
Buffs look good.
What the fuck is
So
this?
should be getting ready to get started.
I need
Let me know how sound is in
improved
TeamSpeak. I
marker.
could just mute them if you want. It's up to you guys.
Is this your doing?
What?
Oh, this is the thing we downloaded, isn't it?
Yes, it
no,
is.
it's fucking what the hell?
Isn't it good? You can see all of the buffs and whatnot.
Small stuff.
You can yell at people. You don't have your flasks, guys. You don't have your buffs.
And I'm gonna overwrite my backstab
Yeah.
instead of ambush and stealth. That way I don't
new people
accidentally
that,
ambush.
get one.
Because ambush
Your channel. User was moved to your channel.
ambush does less damage than backstab if you're full PvE spec and
I'll
you
just
have
presume they are.
improved backstab and points in lethality. Hope you get some good loot in
Guys
this
are
run.
black
I don't know, man.
before
It's not looking
the
like it.
tank group.
We have 8 rogues again,
Who's the druid who's been buffing people right now?
so I'm not
It might be.
No, there's 3.
not too optimistic about the
It might be
loot. I think it'll be a
bigger
smooth run though,
because
and I'm
it's
gonna
a
try and just go
slow.
for do whatever's in my control, right? I'm trying to just do
Why
good
am I seeing
DPS
people
this
having
week.
the low end.
Is the 6P Shadowcraft set really pure abyss? Can you explain? Yeah, it gives you a lot of energy. The energy leads to damage.
doesn't
Let me
have
actually put the right gear
Do
in.
you not have the improved Mark of the Wild, Baker?
I need to get that add-on though to swap everything in. I keep forgetting to get it.
He worked hard.
Is it bugging
I
now,
looked for it
actually?
all while
Yeah, I
leveling,
think it's
but-
bugging now. I did that before.
All right, I think I have everything set up right. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
But yeah, 6P
People just have to
Shadowcraft is
tell me
good
if they-
because
They don't,
Uh,
but
The extra, it procs a lot, and the extra energy adds up to a lot of damage. 8 rogues, how many dagger? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which of them are trials, which of them are full raiders. At some point they were trials, but it's been a little while, so I have a feeling a lot of them are full raiders now. I can't actually figure out. I can't see the skull, and I couldn't see the red circle. I didn't even know who I was attacking. But yeah, for trash, I mean, only thing that matters against trash is do not pull aggro, because you're just going to waste buffs. So it's really important that you don't pull aggro. Your damage on trash does not matter at all. Just do not pull aggro. So I always give people plenty of time and stuff, and I'm not aggressive at all on trash damage. At least your group tries to keep some balance. Yeah, I mean, our guild like had too many rogues, and everyone's like, yeah man, we have way too many rogues. And then we recruited more rogues, and I was like, what? But it is what it is. Yeah, the benefit is that melees blast through bosses. Yeah, that's true. It just makes gearing, you know, frustrating for all the rogues involved, right? Interesting. Every guide says Unforgiven Head, Chest from Skull over. Yeah, a lot of them are starting to update. Basically, pre-launch of Classic, everyone thought those items were going to be the best. And that's because on private servers, from what I have heard from people playing Rogue on private servers, the Shadowcraft set was not good on private servers, but it's different in Classic. And so I think you'll see a large majority of the players have been starting to switch over to Shadowcraft. The guides haven't all updated, but a lot of people have been switching over. At least we get the raids done quickly with, yep. I'm gonna chill here. Quick band-aid. I just don't want to die. I dipped to like 30%.
The welcome channel on Discord, we have a document that way. Pretty much the guild is run.
So many warriors roll for daggers? Not in a loot council guild. They're not allowed to roll on daggers, at least in my guild. We don't have that many Fury Warriors. Actually, a ton of new warriors this week. We recruited more, I guess.
We bring the right bots. Spec correctly.
I actually can't even hear TeamSpeak that well. I need to turn down this sound. That's much better.
Philosophy of the loot is to give people that.
Can't believe I spent so much time farming all that gilded. It's still good. It's still good. And honestly, if you already have all that gear and you're doing raiding, it's fine because by the time you get all the Shadowcraft gear, you're going to start replacing it with raid gear anyway. So it's alright to just stick with what you got. Shadowcraft is better, but it's not like you can't do good damage if you don't have Shadowcraft. It's just better. But the other setup is good as well with Cadaverous Armor. I mean, all those pieces are individually very good, and you might end up needing to farm those anyway if you were a Shadowcraft rogue. Once you start getting to like 5, 6, 7 pieces of Shadowcraft, you're going to need to fill the last few slots with non-Shadowcraft pieces once you lose the Shadowcraft 4 set. So don't throw away any of that gear. You're going to use it eventually, like the Cadaverous Chest, the Bracers from DM West, Mask of Unforgiven, all that. How long does it take you guys to clear usually? I don't really keep track. Maybe in 2 hours we're done with MC and Ani, something like that. I don't remember though. That's just a guess. Warriors in your guild get to roll on daggers right now. A lot of your friends are struggling with it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. No warriors in your in your friends guild. Got it. The yeah, that kind of sucks, especially because it's just not BIS for warriors, right? They have better options. It's kind of weird. The whole point of like loot council is usually to give BIS items to the BIS class and not just like randomly give gear to whoever feels like they want it. I got purred, so I'll give up Ground Tooth to warriors. I mean, sure, man. I don't really see it as a warrior weapon. I mean, some tanks want it, but not like a Fury Warrior.
Fire Lord just turned and attacked him.
Isn't Brutality Blade a better offhand? You definitely don't want Corehound Tooth in the main hand as a
Classic
warrior.
thing, like,
But for like Fury, isn't Brutality Blade better in the offhand than Corehound Tooth because of the, for number one, if you're humans, the weapon skill, but also the
I know that might buff all up here.
the slower weapon speed for your Whirlwind? Something tradable? No. Yeah, just snoozing through trash at the moment. Not really focusing on it at all. So, but once we get to the bosses and stuff,
Feel-
use all
feeling
my
good about the loot
consumes, you know,
today.
get ready.
See it. Really?
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope
You
a
feel
blinding
good
drops
about
and
loot?
Siren doesn't get him.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
because
me too.
Tyrant's not here. Plus, we made that sacrifice last week.
Oh yes, the Dragon Stalker. That's, I need to let him know.
Alright, I'll grab X.
Keep that that dog distracted on the right.
Trying to think what. I don't think there's anything else that I screwed up in last week that I wanted to improve on besides really just trying to use Crusader more. Also, I want to start using
Hug this
watching
wall
the
over
swing
here.
timer for Wind Fury. It's like a really min-max thing, but I want to give it a go. I haven't been doing it, so
Okay.
it's something actually I should start doing right now. Don't
Yeah,
die.
you like this one?
I almost died just because the boss turned on me.
Oh, right. That was already shot.
What weps you got? All my gear is in the
Yes,
description.
can be. Mages.
But I have a Guggle Ripper and Bone Scraper.
Remember, warriors, your first attack should be Sunder Armor.
Oh, we only have. I see. We only have. We don't have
the
any
dog.
warriors this week, so the Fury warriors are applying Sunders. It's funny.
Agree on one of them.
Just let me know how the sound is, guys. Team speak and
Does anyone have a skinning knife on them? For some reason,
Actually.
I don't have one. Not sure why.
God,
Again?
damn.
our Kill
Dude,
Skinner
I
doesn't
thought
have a
that
skinning knife. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Just like so many rogues go for daggers, even though they
Dagger
said in
without the
Discord that they were
skinning
going to be
knife.
swords, but they opted to give them a
Turco?
chance on daggers. I mean, my philosophy has always been
Skinning knife with the
you're able to change your mind all the way until you get your first piece of gear. So like, I don't feel like any rogue should be. As soon as Perdition Blade drops, let's be real, all the rogues are gonna say, "Oh, never mind, I'm a dagger rogue now." So I don't blame them for it. I think it's fair for some people to just roll on both until they get one and then just stick with it. But I don't agree with, like, you know, rogues that get Brutality Blade rolling on Perdition, right? That doesn't make sense. Okay, I need to actually start looking at my swing meter. I haven't really been paying attention to it. You got Perdition Blade and Corehound Tooth. Nice, man. Grats on the loot. Actually looking for the rogue getting Perdition rolling for Black Mingling Ord Swords. Yeah, that would be yikes. Do you use ambush ever in Molten Core? You're always scared. Ambush is not. You're not supposed to actually ever use ambush in raiding if you're the right spec. I even took it off my bar because, like, last week I realized I accidentally used it sometimes. Ambush does less damage than backstab if you have the right PvE talents. Only PvE, not PvP spec.
Spirit healers need a drink.
You got lucky. You're gonna go with
Yes,
3
no
rogues.
more
You have 4
points.
pieces tier 1 and Viscag. Grats, man. One piece tier 2. Yeah, grats, man. Nice. What, Carl? Yeah, I found a macro for cheap shotting sap targets without breaking it. If you still need, I don't think that does anything. You can.
Get a dodgy bull shield.
I tried this macro, which is probably what you're talking about, to see if it did anything.
Okay, thank you for
Stop
waiting for me,
attack, cheap
okay?
shot, stop attack.
Oh,
But it
so
didn't seem
we
to
were
do
all full
anything.
mana.
So I think you just have to
Yes,
turn.
that's not the
But
point. Okay.
so if that's the macro you're talking about, Carl, I don't think it works, but maybe you have something different. It works. You have tried it. Do you still turn 90 degrees? Because I tried it and it didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah.
I just cheap shot it and then just kept autoing.
Shield on direction.
Don't die, don't die. Yeah, fights like this, I'm no shame, I'll just run out. I'm not doing any damage anyway, it's all AoE. You don't have to do anything, just press the macro. I'll give it a go.
Try not to
But
get blocked this time.
Happened once. And it
I
wasn't even
think
my
I tried
fault.
this macro, so if it's something different, then I don't doubt that it could work. But I think this one doesn't work, because I tried it a few times. Feel free to paste it in. Had a Brutality Blade when I started raiding, but I got it from Pug. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, what I mean is like the raid gives you a sword, the guild group, and then you start asking for daggers, right? Before everyone else does stuff. Clear target. The problem with clear target, Carl, is doesn't that that just drops all your combo points.
Shield.
The whole point of the sap cheap shot is that you get combo points. So if you clear target, I'm pretty sure you lose the combo points, right? Does it? It doesn't? Okay, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. If it works, then that sounds like it works. I didn't think that would work because I thought if you clear target, you lose your combo points. That probably works.
Still got him.
All right, let me see.
Yep.
You said
Frost trap right here. Just LOS.
cast cheap shot, clear target, stop attack. So let me put this in here to try for later. Slash clear
Kill the mage.
target. It's probably all one word. However, if you still lost target, but you can target again and still have the points. Yeah, I mean that's fine. If they're sapped and cheap shotted, it's not going to be hard to click back on them. But yeah, if the points are still there, I'll give it a go. Thanks, man. Top DPS rogue. We'll see if you out DPS me. I don't know, Kevin. We'll see.
Grab the first group.
All the streamers have purple border around
Yeah,
weapon icon, but mine are blue.
Down here, though.
I have one blue, one purple. But I have the worst purple dagger, if that makes you
Get
feel any
aggro
better.
for- no need for-
Still does a lot of damage though.
She got name lights turned on and focus on one, so-
I didn't swap fast enough. Doesn't really matter for the core hounds, but I should have swapped off X. I was looking at chat. But again, trash. You know, whatever. What's your mic? It's good. It's some ATR USB mic something. I don't know the name. Is it aggro? How do you speak for PvP? Only good for sword or in Seal Fate you need like insane gear, right? I was actually PvPing all this past week with a dagger PvP spec and I was doing really well. There's a few matchups in duels that are tough. Like I'm still trying to figure out the druid matchup and I don't have my shadow reflector yet, so the warlock matchup's tough, but pretty much everyone else I was beating really consistently in duels. And I did a lot of world PvP and I was doing well there too. So I really liked dagger rogue in PvP and I thought it did really well. No, I mean on the top of your screen next to your map when you have poison on your weapon. Or blue, even if... Oh, I actually don't know what that is. Maybe colorblind mode, Aryan. I bet it's colorblind mode, would be my guess. Something in the setting. Or you're colorblind.
Red on Drex. I'm gonna go boss.
Alright, can I have information on who's tanking who, please?
Are we tanking?
Alright. Consume time. Alright, eating my fish. Even frost mages? Yeah, I was beating frost mages. Daggers do better than swords against mages. Because you can open with sap, cheap shot, you build 2 combo points. Then you ambush, eviscerate.
I'll be tanking X.
And you can, it's hard to get them in.
Might
I'm
be
still
pretty
trying to get it
still.
consistently, but you can get an ambush and an eviscerate in before they do anything. And then you just,
Justin's on square.
but yeah, you might be colorblind, Aryan. That might be why the purple thing looks blue. Although, how would you actually know what purple looks like? You're probably not colorblind. I wouldn't worry about it. Alright, got my
Good for
consumes.
this,
Got my resto
neighborhood
pot
thing.
ready.
No.
Popping CDs on pool. I don't think I need any item changes. I think we're ready to go. I'm not really going to watch chat for the next little bit here, and I'll try and catch up. But popping CDs. Oh. That might be useful. I'm glad I noticed. I just respect right before raid, and I did not have Adrenaline Rush or Blade Flurry on my bars. Awkward. Alright.
Again, DPS, if you have a resto pot, are we good?
Can we distract in the buy time?
Never mind.
I might need to rework my UI, honestly. Things kind of feel a little busy. But not going to focus on that at the moment. I don't know when we're pulling. I guess I'll catch up on chat again then. Swords better, high armor target. Yeah, swords do better against like druids and stuff and warriors. Don't need hemo, can use Sinister Strike. For rogues, go to build combo points to backstab a kidney. Daggers better low armor targets. Yep. But if you go ambush, you can't get cold blood and prep. You can. You just can't get improved sprint. Improved sprint is what causes you to not be able to get cold blood and prep. You can get cold blood and prep, but not in addition to improved sprint. I was rocking prep, cold blood, improved backstab. You can hide the raid layout. Yeah, I guess I should just do that. I used to do that. I don't know why I ever added it back in. I'm a rogue. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Keep them
Alright,
stacked.
remember your food buffs, guys. Healers are ready.
Alright, here we go.
I'm gonna give just a little bit of time.
So my controller start.
Popping all CDs.
Resto pots if you have them.
When's Lucifron's curse? Guys? Guys? We didn't vanish fast enough. Well, we went out with damage. I was so focused on doing all my damage I didn't vanish. That was pretty bad. Do you want ambush? I mean, you never open with it anyway. In PvP, it's good. It's good in PvP. Yeah, one-shotted. Yeah, that was a little awkward. I got cleaved. Yeah, okay, that's why I died. Oh, that's so unlucky, though. Yeah, that was pretty unlucky. Basically, I pulled aggro of Lucifron for like 1 second, and in that second, he decided to cast his ability, and I got hit by a cleave. So, a little bit of bad RNG. A definitely bad play to not vanish, but whatever.
Do you have the gloves negligence?
Yeah, but that was definitely a mistake by not vanishing fast enough.
I don't.
I was trying. Usually I give them more time, but on this fight I've been trying to start damaging faster and faster because the trash dies so fast that if you don't do damage to the boss, like the adds really quickly, they just die. So you kind of have to use your Blade Fury right away. But I got too aggressive there and died.
I lost a roll?
Rip.
Dude,
You have a link to your PvP spec? Yeah, it's in the description.
That's twice in a row, isn't it?
Kobe, oh my
What's in
Roll
here?
again, guys. Kobe.
Earth Fury.
Holy shit, Kobe's monster.
What was the first item? Gauntlets of Might? Oh, I think both of our tanks already have it.
It's not right.
But yeah,
this raid.
we'll try not to pull aggro. That's really, that and Gehennas are the only fights where it's not super obvious. Like, for example, I didn't have a threat meter for the main boss, so I didn't know I was pulling him with my Blade Flurry.
Any leather workers?
It's kind of awkward that I pulled him, though. I think we're supposed to have a tank dedicated to the boss.
Seems like
So
we did it.
somehow my Blade Flurry pulled him, even though my Blade Flurry wasn't hitting him the whole time. So I think, yeah, I don't feel too bad about dying there because I didn't have like an aggro meter, and I didn't have any time to react, but I still could have vanished sooner. So it was still my bad, but it wasn't like a real obvious mistake, but I still think I could have done better there.
Purple.
You can hit 2 people if you're wise with your energy. Ambush into backstab. Yeah, you can't hit people. Yeah, you just have to wait for the energy tick. Yep. One thing I hate about Rag, if you're top DPS and 2 tanks don't get aggro on time, death. Usually the only time you die on Rag is if you don't get out and follow the mechanic. I haven't had that issue.
Dude, you pulled him way too early.
Don't forget to rebuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do it before the next boss. I usually don't buff for trash. Let me switch.
So they will respawn if you pull another pack before they're done dying.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I missed anything. If I missed anything, repost it. While I was getting myself killed by the boss. These are living much longer than usual. I gotta pull this guy into the middle. I pulled aggro.
Square.
Spam AoE.
Diamond. Square and diamond.
Only
Go.
AoE.
Go. There you
Okay,
go.
you're
That was lucky.
Oh, I actually need to change my macro. I have a macro for shooting with my weapons.
Let's add a little
Look
bit
at
of challenge
that.
to
Look,
this.
weapon skill time.
God damn.
Weapon skill up.
You have to get our execution.
Gotta get your. This is how you get your bows up. You shoot the core hounds. Got perditions and gut gore. Nice, man.
Actually, it would go down if we died.
If
Yeah, if. Of course. Listen, I'm with you, dude. That was some high.
Does that
IQ
threat meter only
plays.
work if everyone else in the raid has that specific one?
Everyone good?
Maybe. I don't think so. Most people have details though.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
they
can
did.
see
I haven't
that.
seen like a tank
Can
missing
go.
from it, so I doubt it. Because I had never been in a situation where I was like missing the tank on details. So I don't think so, but maybe.
Got to be there.
Usually 50% of melee
I
dies on your rag
guarantee-
kills. Yikes.
Say it after this.
I guess that kind of is the case for mine too.
I guarantee you, when that thing came, the
Star and green.
first thing in
X.
people's heads was like, damn, fucking.
we go.
A lot of people have been saying
I
6
know
shadow
one
piece
of
is
you
worth
had
over having one
fucking
piece,
ego
tier 1 pieces.
before realizing it
I
was
mean,
me.
I don't know, man. I think those are the guys in the Discord.
Yeah, I
The Discord
can't
guys
see
are a
it.
little crazy, not gonna lie. They were saying double bone scraper is pre-raid bis. So I'm not really... Some of the stuff that comes out of the Discord guys is a little crazy for me. Also got Purd and Core on Tooth. It's so fun. Yeah. The worst thing about dying is, oof, that gold. That cost me money right there dying. But this time I'm just gonna vanish early. Should be fine. Pop our pots. Not gonna do any special consumes against this guy. Didn't even... At least I saved a resto pot though. That was nice. Yeah, I gotta be careful for next week not to screw up like that again. Because I was watching threat on the enemy I was hitting, but obviously I should have vanished earlier because I pulled aggro on the boss there. But whatever. Magmadar is really easy. Poison's still fine. We're gonna kill him in 5 minutes. So we're good there. Chicken? Should we try chicken?
Who's
I'm not
the
gonna try
tank,
chicken.
uh,
He might get
tanking
flamed.
tonight on this one?
So here, I'm gonna wait for the first fear, and then I'm gonna pop all my CDs.
We're missing a
Hopefully we get
fort on
dispelled.
Grit.
Sometimes you can get
Gonna
bad RNG, not get dispelled, and get feared away from the healers, and then you're out of dispel range.
Remember
So
if we
that happened
got
to me
guys?
once. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But I'm gonna try and position so that I don't get feared away from the healers.
Healers are ready.
Alright, give Justin a little bit of time. We should be good.
Alright, going in. Well, I guess, never mind, we wanted to do this.
5, 4.
Don't you have a shaman in
Three,
your group for Wind Fury? Yes.
2,
So for example, I only have
1.
1 poison on right now, but focus time. I'm gonna sprint. Okay, just getting up slice and dice. There's the fear. Oh, I got cleansed before I ran out. Thank goodness. This is a...
Need a trimmer.
Jack, you're in fire. Step out of the fire. Jack, move.
Okay, we got our vanish off. Get my slice and dice up. Okay, we're good. So I used all my CDs right after the fear to make sure they didn't go to waste. The Ring of Fear. Popped everything, got slice and dice up. I'm not sitting in fire, so we're good. I'm gonna eviscerate here. Alright, I'm gonna start watching my main hand. Didn't do it at the start of the fight, but we're gonna do it now. Slice and dice. I was 1 energy off. I didn't have slice and dice for like 2 seconds, so that was bad. I shouldn't have gotten greedy with the backstab. All these warriors now destroying me. Rip the top DPS stream. I was second rogue. How did this guy do so much damage?
Alright, let's go to him.
How did he do it?
New
record.
I got destroyed.
Justin?
Okay.
What'd you say?
You don't have Striker's Mark, do you?
No, I have Satyr's bow.
135 attacks. 108 attacks. Jeez. Got a wreck today. X-Smoke is daggers.
Yes, Druid.
X-Smoke is daggers.
Bigger.
Don't go through yet.
I got a trap here.
X-Smoke did mad damage today. X-Smoke get a new item or something?
I'll get the
Dang.
room, I guess.
We got smoked. Whatever. We'll kill the imps. Don't die.
Well, yeah, he actually wanted those.
Do you change your Gutkor when raiding? Nope.
They're for PvP.
I don't think the debuff does anything with the
PvP by?
of any significance. We have a tank with the Gutkor Ripper too. Had no issues with the debuff yet.
I feel like everybody's forced to.
Does he have world
PvP at
buffs?
some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, there you go, Ani. Dang, Ani buff's so good.
It's probably gonna pull, but it definitely will.
Did I just keep it across range?
Just turn it away. Turn it away.
Rip, I don't have a hunter in the group either. Unfortunate. So basically, I don't have a hunter in the group, and they have world buffs. It's gonna be tough for me to keep up, but I'm still gonna try. I still think I can get top DPS on a few of the fights.
Loot the dog. Loot the dog. Loot the dog. Loot the dog.
What other potion is that? They had the fire water. The fire water from those Furbolg dudes.
Probably just skip this.
And then a
one
health
since
potion
we're
too.
not mid.
I
No,
think
go
that's it.
right. Go right. Go
But yeah,
right.
X-Smoke pumped
Don't
that
give
fight.
exam.
Really good
Only raid
damage.
1 day a week. There's no need to skip.
Yeah, I'm just imagining people.
Squid too. Yeah, I had the squid as well.
Again, we
Oh, you're asking me?
we
I thought you were
take
asking
Night
them.
Slayer off.
Or asking what they had. What daggers? Corehound Tooth in the main, Alcors
right.
in the offhand is what X-Smoke has.
I'm always right.
I'm just,
I'm
you
a
know,
cult leader, remember that.
I'm an antsy person.
And the
leader
Juju
and
buffs.
Yeah, and the GG go. And when it might be
How much
drop
weapon
off,
skill
it's
do you
Mad in
need?
the back.
If you're daggers, you want to try and get 310. If you're swords, you can only get 310 with sword spec as a human. But 310 is 308 really, but you can't actually get 308. So 308 is how much weapon skill you want.
Where's the lava spawn?
It's right here by the
What
dog
is clear?
Oh, almost died. Man, I'm dying a lot today, or getting low.
Guys,
Madman bought an Alcors? I guess so.
Since we need core hand leather, John, there's a dog in the back.
But
Do you
he's
want
he's
to
doing
pull
top DPS, so I mean it's worth, right?
yeah, behind us, yeah.
For the meters.
Alright, we'll kill
The dog all the way back across the bridge is skinnable too.
it? Yeah, there's dog. No one has skinned the dog in the back either.
And if you we're red.
Need to refresh my poison real quick.
Does no one else have a thinkable?
You off to be the skinner.
Dude, I don't want to be. I just happen to be the Devil Sword Kingpin.
Anyone wants to step up?
That way you include yourself, is it?
I'm gonna stop going
That's
for
what
parses.
they all call me, alright?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just trying to do top damage in the group. Like I could have more consumes. I could have. There's always more you can do, right? But
Oh,
number one
just remember
priority is to not screw up.
I should remove that.
Not screw up in a way that would like really hurt your guild. Stay alive. That's why you don't want to do what I did on the first boss. That was really bad. It was unlucky at the same time, but yeah, it's the worst thing you can do is die, pretty much. Unless you actually do something, you know, like
Alright,
on
we go.
Barongeddon,
We
you
go.
can like bring a bomb into your guild or raid group. But besides that, you want to stay alive. And but yeah, parses. I'm not too big into the parses. I feel like unless you have full world buffs and everything, you're just never gonna be the top parses. But I still try and look at my raid logs, see what I can improve. You can always look at other people's raid logs, see what they're doing that is making them do more damage than you. No flurry and no T. Gotta pump them numbers up, bro. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot to T. I'm not going to use a Flurry Juju until Rag, though. Flurry Jujus are expensive, and they barely do anything. What made you want to go daggers over swords? I think it's more fun in PvP. But yeah, I should have T'd.
Dude, I'm feeling the ring of spell power right
I usually always forget on the first boss because I like the whole week I'm telling myself not to T in PvP to save it because it's so
Dude,
expensive.
I'm just feeling it.
And you don't want to T in
Can't
duels
help but
usually.
you
BM. Ooh, a Scarlet
Can't
Chris.
help what you feel.
That's a good dagger.
Yeah, I'd sell that 269 gold. What?
Scarlet Chris. One of the other
I
rogues
sold
might need
one at
that.
the beginning of
I have it marked at 181 gold.
I think I sold mine.
I know Shadowcraft is like insane good, but at the moment I am CBA and I got a lot of tier 1, tier 2. No, yeah, I would stick with your tier 1 and tier 2.
You guys don't even afford boots back.
I think it's good. I think it's pre-raid best in slot, but I'm not with a lot of the, I guess, theory
Yeah, it's
crafters in
sad, like,
Discord that
yeah.
think it's like way better than any
You
raid
know
gear.
how much it costs?
Does Macebag stun share DR
Yeah,
with
I
Kidney
went
and Cheap
online
Shot?
to
No,
see
it does
people
not,
selling
Aryan.
for
It is
and
a
I got
different
some
DR.
fucking comments back
Kidney
in,
and
like,
Cheap
the
Shot have
vanilla,
different
people
DRs as
bought
well.
that for, like, 1,000
Kidney
gold.
has its own DR. Macespec has a uncontrolled stun DR, and Cheap Shot is a regular stun DR. So they're all different DRs.
Oh yeah, back.
Are you still running that hybrid PvP raid dagger build? I am not running a hybrid build. I'm in a raiding guild, and they require a full raid spec. I was using the hybrid build right when I hit 60 for like a month, probably. I don't know if that's true. Maybe a few weeks, 3 weeks. I don't remember how long I was. Mirror and Sigma is 17 stamina ring. It's pretty expensive.
You
It's
pull
really
them
good for
while I'm
PvP
scanning.
though.
Careful for the giants.
Someone didn't loot this dog.
Yeah, once I get my mount, I need to get my head enchant as well. It's awkward that I have a tier 2 helm with no head enchant, but it's like 100 gold, and I need my mount before phase 2. But I should have that. Then I should get my reflector. I think by the time phase 2 comes out, hopefully I'll have my head enchant reflector mount, but we'll see. Seems like Macespec is super slept on. I think it's really good pre-raid this. Not for raiding, but for PvP, because you can get maces really cheap. And it's like the fastest way, if you're a fresh 60, if you want to do a decent in PvP, the best thing you can do is like go Macespec right away.
Be careful, Diggo. Backing up a little
Because the
bit.
maces are super easy to get. Thanks for the follow, Jarabsy. Junior Gatsby. There we go. Junior Gatsby. What do you do to get money as a rogue at the moment? I've been doing Razorfin down stealth runs, but they've been getting less and less efficient very recently, so it's not a ton of money. For PvP, is sword main hand, offhand good? Yes. Yeah, for the Hemo build, that's really good. Yeah, Junior. Yeah, I figured it out. It took me a second, but I got it. Love your vids, by the way. Your explanations make the most sense compared to all the other old info. Weird theory craft. Thanks, man. I see everyone running Dual Crusader. Is it really worth it? I mean, it's Dual Crusader is really good. For
Remember,
PvP,
every
it can give you a
fresh
heal.
target is under armor.
And 100 strength is a lot.
No,
That's a
we're not
lot
going
of
towards
attack
boss
power.
first.
Like, look at your attack power, right? For
Should we do
me,
the rag first?
I have right now
Yeah.
fully buffed, well, with a battle shout, I have 1,000. So, a Crusader is still a 10% attack power buff, full raid buffs. That's insane. 10% attack power? That's really good. So, yeah, Crusader is really good. Yeah, if you're daggers, you want like a weapon damage on one of them. And I'm not sure how good life stealing is, to be honest. Maybe that would be best for PvP.
Like
I'll
them
have
soul
to
stones.
experiment with that. But since I'll be doing raiding as well, I'll probably just go with Crusader striking the whole way through.
Wait, we have soul stones.
Crit Shadow Ball.
Oh, thanks, Junior Gatsby.
It's the death.
Keep them stacked, please.
Yeah, we'll stack these guys up.
What enchant do you use on
either
your
have
offhand
direction
dagger?
potions
Sorry,
or trade me.
Buki, I was a little slow there. Crusader on the offhand, striking on the main
Is there a
hand.
reason this
Loot
dog
the
has not
dog.
been skinned?
I think I'm
Dogs
caught
are
up.
looted.
You can use Elixir of Giant and Mongoose at the same
Looted,
time.
guys.
Yes,
Go
just
check.
not of the same type.
Is
So,
that
for example,
sparkling?
I could not use... I'm eating food real quick. I could not use elixir of
Oh, Jack, I thought you were
agility
one
and
more
elixir of
chain.
mongoose because they're the same type.
We're not gonna pull the bus until everyone has checked the dog. Just saying.
So you can use like a strength buff and agility buff, even
Everybody
if they're
come over
elixirs,
and
they
just,
don't overwrite.
Get inside of it, so nobody feels, like they're a nerd.
Lifesteal, 30 HP, 2 to 3 fights per
we all
rock.
do
That's
it
pretty
like
good.
this. We're playing
2.8
Just so-
maintain
just
speed.
so nobody will
It's
know
pretty good.
who it was.
I got it.
How do you max weapon skill with daggers? Well, once you've
Do the boss.
Who was it?
there's a couple ways. There's like 3 items:
Maybe
distracting dagger,
no one
aged
uses
core
it,
leather
it's
gloves,
the skin
and
and you
mugger's
use the
belt.
skin.
So I'm using the aged core leather gloves.
Because I didn't see anything.
Wrong, you can use agility. I saw some guy, Colby, like
There used to be an app.
get it somehow, but like
Just
no one
in,
else in the guild could do it.
Square.
So maybe it's
Might be
possible if you like mess with the order, but I thought it was a bug because no one else could replicate it when we tried. Like we were trying it.
Group up. Outside the
Mongoose,
flag, you
then
gotta-
agility pot stacks.
Every little helps.
I think someone in our guild tried it and couldn't get it to work. If you do it every week though, let me know. But I was not able to do that one.
Alright, food buffs, guys.
And like none of our
Ready?
rogues are using it, and I think they actually tried as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're stunned.
Stick together.
Can we? All right, I'm attacking X. Yeah, it died. This is a crazy fight. Get our slice and dice back up. I might have drawn. I can't. I thought I sliced and diced right before the other guy died. Maybe I didn't. But this is kind of a fiesta of a fight. You get knocked down. For whatever reason, threat is always a nightmare on this fight. Can we move out of the rain of fire? Okay. I sliced and diced. Maybe I should have held on and done an eviscerate there. Can we? Okay, we turned the boss. I was struggling to get a backstab
You
at
and
the end
John
there.
have problems with
Man, I got
No,
destroyed. Rip. 3.6k on flurry.
Sometimes my maul
This guy didn't do
just
anything
goes
with flurry.
1.1k and I can't
This
do
guy didn't do
it.
any flurry damage. Man, we're
Okay,
just
cool.
getting
So what do we do?
dumpstered today.
What do we do?
I don't even know what I
Yeah,
did
I don't
wrong
even
that
know
fight,
what
to be
to do
honest with you.
Any priest can roll on those if you need them. I don't. I mean,
I'll
for
take
your
'em.
5
Maybe they're
stacks
free
or
action
something.
potioning? Man, I got dumpstered again. Unreal. For falling off.
No, there's no,
I was top 2 all last week. And got an upgrade to the dagger, so I thought I would do
Tell
even
'em
better.
if they don't
But
have 'em
guess
yet
not.
to just take them. But
Let me see again.
I really think everybody
Gehennas.
has them. Oh, does mom not have them?
Gehennas.
Bob, do you want the gloves?
Man, I only did 10,000 with autos.
Oh, dude, why did you? Oh my god, it's good.
Rip.
Yeah, the reset's pretty good.
Maybe I'm just getting. Maybe it's the. Just blame it on the Shadowcraft rocks, guys. Just blame it on the Shadowcraft rocks.
About to get 8 out of 8.
You have to free action potion. Yeah, it costs like 5 gold though. I only got stunned for 3 seconds.
I'm just tired of seeing the helmet drop off this boss. I think it's dropped every
See
single
this?
time.
The mountain giants. I get like 3 Shadowcraft procs in a row. Blame it on the Shadowcraft procs, guys. That's what I blame it on. Let me see. What's the other thing? You can actually check your procs with this thing.
Yeah, they're depressing,
Resources,
Yeah.
energy
You do,
generated.
John.
Dude, I was looting. What?
That's what I'd say if I was failing on my Sunders too.
Did anyone douse that rune, by the way?
Yeah.
Holy! Do you see this,
Okay,
guys?
cast and blast if he wants to kill.
I don't know why this add-on just keeps moving. Look at this.
Pulled. Group up.
This guy got 175 energy from Shadowcraft. Holy cow! I got one Shadowcraft proc, and it was when I was already at full energy. See, look, you can blame it on the Shadowcraft. That's what I'm gonna do. Blame it on the Shadowcraft procs. How did he get that much energy from Shadowcraft? Holy! Do you see that? That was a lot of Shadowcraft
Anyway,
procs.
we get to this boss in 11 minutes.
Okay. Just don't worry about times.
Dude, I got a Songflower
It's like
buff.
7
It's
procs.
real good.
What's the threat meter you use? The one in the middle? It is just details his raid
Use a
plugin.
war buff to Parswell.
Dude, that's how you gotta do it as a hunter.
That's actually how this game works. So
Bosses
you
is the
don't
new
have to
gear skill.
imagine.
Oh, right in hell.
But yeah, all of our rogues have caught up. It used to be me and you got sapped at first, and then X-Smoke, all of the top, and then all the rogues way behind. But they're catching up, man. I think they're getting geared, and we're kind of all doing similar damage now. Distracting Dagger is pretty good offhand, but you already have a good offhand. You go for the belt because it gives crit, but best is Age Core levels. Yep.
Just because they're a priest and I'm somehow a god.
What poisons are you using during your raid? Instant poison in the offhand.
Do what you gotta do.
I'm on Horde, so
You can't
I have
tell
Wind
me you're
Fury.
not looking at your parts after each raid. I know you are.
This thing just does not want to. Like, he resisted taunt and he parried my mocking blow.
I just got here, so sorry if it was already mentioned. What build? You can check in the description, Michael. It's standard combat daggers rogue build. So nothing too out of the ordinary, just a raid spec. I just respec before the raid as well.
I pull aggro from Men Pet one time. Never again.
Hey Justin, just send Ray Lewis some money for that one new buff.
I'll kill you.
Dude, he's pissed.
Alright, but we're getting close to Gar. I need to remember
Seriously,
to
I've gotten,
use my weapon stone
like 10 plus
in the offhand for Gar, and then it'll should still be up for Baron Geddon. So gonna use the weapon stone for both of those fights. Not elemental. I don't know how much those cost. I should have checked, but I just went with dense. Didn't think of it till last minute, but I decided to grab it. Does allies have instant poison on both weapons? Sometimes they use like elemental weapon stones. I don't play Alliance. I actually don't know. Is it like a dense weapon stone better? I know elemental is, but is dense weapon stone better than instant poison? I don't know on Alliance side. Do you switch to FR gear at any point during MC? I do against the ads around Baron Geddon and after that through trash, just for trash, because those, you know, those fire elementals that can just like randomly one-shot you. Yeah, those guys I do not want to lose my buffs to, especially if you have world buffs. You don't want to lose it. So I actually do bring FR set just for trash. I don't equip it in any of the bosses because I really don't struggle with fire resistance on any of them because I run out in the Baron Geddon fight, and I on Rag, I mean, we use greater fire potions, and usually damage is not too bad. How often do you use a Viz? I feel like with Backstab, Slice and Dice, you really use it. Yep, this is true. Until you get like Seal Fate, until you switch over to that build, which I don't know. I might try it soon, but it seems like it's still a little decent ways out before I'm going to be regularly using Seal Fate. But until then, Daggers really doesn't eviscerate that often. You usually use it at the end of the fight. So when the boss is about to die, you eviscerate. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, the stun plus fire from 4 trash pulls die many times. Yep. That's where I only have 4 pieces, but they have a decent amount of fire res. I have a couple pieces. Gee, I screwed up. So I use like these 3 items. I used to use the amulet, but I have the Onyxia pendant now, so I keep that in.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but you're for your Abyss now, going for 6 Shadowcraft set. What should you go for now? Mugger's Belt or Core Age Gloves? Well, go for Core Age Gloves, but I mean, that's really just depends on when it drops and if you get it. The gloves are better than the belt, but yeah, one's a raid piece, one's not, so kind of different methods to get them.
You're looking at 1 year ago.
Yeah, and now it's actual classic release. There's just so many more people that are just better.
Go in the middle and grab the Annihilator.
Also, what's that?
Yeah, so we got like 4 trash mobs, 3 pulls, and then we'll be on Geddon.
The best skills in the game exclusively came from private.
Sorry, not Geddon. Gar.
Yeah, exactly.
Gar's a super easy fight.
I think it's
for melee, you literally just
that's
attack Gar. At least that's how my guild does it.
No, we did not.
Someone grab the Annihilator.
That's one thing that sucks about daggers, though. Sometimes, well, actually, it doesn't. Depends how you view it, right? Sometimes it's just like the bosses just run all over the place and you can't get a backstab off. But at the same time, had you been swords, you know, your attack might have missed and or been parried or dodged, and you might have lost energy. But Yeah, it kind of sucks sometimes if the boss is flip-flopping and you can't get a backstab off. It really depends on what gear you have, but you have to switch your gear on depending on what's available to you. Yep.
But yeah, I actually
True.
don't see any of the world records where they skip guard. That's such a long run back. Because you'd have to push all the way through, then go back to guard, and then go back to major domo. That's like 6 minutes of fucking running.
Alright, you want me to tell you why you're wrong?
Sure.
Alright, so that world record you're looking at, right? I guarantee they're all probably in like max gear, right?
No, they're actually not. If you look at it, the patch is PvP release.
Wow. Well, still, then they got more gear than what we got. So the people that are
True,
doing
true,
this
true. But
now
you only need
are
one item with +5
flying
dagger.
all
That's right.
up.
Yep, just one, and then you want to get the expertise talent. You technically only need 1 point in the expertise,
They also have
but I put 2 since there's like nothing better you can get. You could get like dodge or a parry, but like since this is my raid spec, I just put the extra point in weapon expertise because it gives you a very small amount of hit.
Always wanted to be
a war record guy. Alright, mark him up and I'll
Daggers in dungeons is a pain. I don't mind it. Yeah, if the tank loses aggro, it kind of, yeah, it does get a little annoying at times if you're pulling aggro a lot. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Actually, we could just banish them all and go.
Especially if you have like an undergeared tank. A lot of times, if you're swords, you can just say, you know, whatever. I'm gonna start tanking this thing.
Be pretty legit.
But
that actually sounds pretty.
If you're dagger, you can't really do that. So I'm gonna put the
4
sharpened
minutes
stone on.
sunflower.
The offhand.
We can do this, guys. I believe.
Hey, can we take a break?
I will fucking end you.
No threat meter. It's right in the middle here. I use a raid raid details plugin.
3 minutes. We gotta go, guys.
Poor guy. There goes
Maybe
the
if you don't
boss.
know how to play it. Well, at the let's say Rob, you have a bad tank. I'm not saying like under gear. Let's say he's bad.
On a hunter.
Wait, what?
Maybe I'm responding to the wrong thing. If you're talking about dungeons as a pain as daggers, if you have a bad tank, it can be kind of annoying because you just pull aggro on the first backstab. You have to feint constantly,
If I'm using arcane,
and it's not worth your time. And you can just,
I'll be on
if you were
guard,
swords, you would just pull
thank
aggro,
you,
blade
actually.
flurry, kill everything.
And I think
But if you have a bad tank, anytime you're in a dungeon
Prodigy
and you plus
and
blade
Lightning.
flurry, you're going to pull aggro. So it kind of sucks as
Prodigy and
daggers
Crossbow,
because
right?
you're gonna not be able to backstab anymore.
Yeah.
Is that with the 4 bandages?
But-
Sorry, 6 bandages?
But yeah, I don't know exactly what you're responding to, Rob. Yeah, face tanking
between
sucks.
the-
Yep.
Do it
Yeah, I
now.
think that's what he meant by dungeons suck as dagger, is the face tanking thing, not
Alright,
the.
guys on
They
Justin.
obviously do fine in
Negligence,
damage.
Skull.
Nothing really changes.
Life
Just
Loop,
face tanking.
Moon,
Our guild does all the other bosses,
Guardian
Sedrag,
Jax,
kills guards and not
Started
lose
with
buffs.
Diamond, Treth is Skull.
Yeah, that makes
Sorry,
sense.
that's Treth, not Skull.
But,
Raz is Triangle.
but yeah, we're doing it now. So
Something.
I do not disagree with you, Glock, but you know I take
Treth,
the
you're on
orders.
Star. Raz, you're on Triangle. Chemos.
All right, guys, you ready for the intense strats against Gar? You run up to Gar and you start attacking.
And Life, you'll be
That's pretty
standing
much
near the
Big
only want 4
strats.
banishes?
banishes.
Now everybody else, warlocks, they can handle that. You know, you don't have to worry about that. But if you're rogue, just run up to Gar.
I might put,
and start
I might
attacking
put, yeah, let's put. Negligence, you shouldn't need to tank actually.
Do you guys think I should pop all my cooldowns really early before I get my buff stripped, or do you think I should wait for a
Put
Crusader
red
proc?
on Skull.
Thoughts?
Alright, so it's
I kind of want to wait for a Crusader proc because I feel like a Crusader proc is gonna do more than like all my buffs combined.
Chemo circle.
Maybe not all of
raise
them.
skull.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to use your Void Walks to make it easier. Feel free. I'm not bothered. You know, whatever's easiest for you, Warlocks. We're gonna kill.
But yeah, Crusader then pop off. Yeah, we just hope we don't
Next
lose
first.
stuff.
What am I tanking?
What dagger should you go for, Period Abyss? Any tips? I would go for
tanking me.
Shadowfoot Stabber in the main hand as an early dagger,
Yeah, I have no-
Scarlet Chris in the offhand, and
Kanji, you wanted me to
yeah,
tank
those would be
something?
my recommendations
no.
for the first two. You
On
get
DPS?
you can buy them on the auction house. One's like 20 gold, one's like
Range DPS are just killing
150
Skull.
gold, something like that. And those are the best daggers you can get.
You have a warlock on skull.
But you can go for like Barman Shank or two if you want, but it's gonna screw you up in PvP.
I
We were
just
told
wish
no
that you
Crusader
guys
for
would start
daggers.
writing this down,
Even on the
because
offhand,
it's easier for me to look at
I
things.
feel like
picture.
Crusader on the offhand is gonna be
I mean, honestly,
It's gonna
we
be
sent in a void
better
wall
than the
with
weapon
zero
damage.
plan one time and killed it.
Not, I don't think it's that close either. But yeah, for the main hand, yeah, weapon damage all the way, because it attacks faster.
We good?
So the weapon damage scales better than like swords, and also you know you're still using weapon damage abilities and stuff. So
Go cross then.
and they have higher weapon damage
Range on X.
scaling than
X and moon.
swords.
X, then moon.
All right.
And then range
I guess they're just still figuring out like warlock strats, but
raid buffs.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna run in, throw some tanks on some of the extra elementals, banish a bunch. I'm just gonna be killing Gar.
Can I have life?
Distracting dagger is good in the offhand. However, you're eventually gonna replace it. It's good if you don't have any plus dagger skill. But yeah, I should have mentioned that too, Junior Gatsby. Keep an eye out for the distracting dagger as well for pre-raid daggers. How much hit do you shoot for as daggers? I don't shoot for any hit number. I get hit soft capped, which is 6% for me because I have 305 weapon skill, and then I just equip the best gear from that point on. There's no number that you're going for when you're a dual wielder, except for the soft hit cap. But once you have 6%, you just equip whatever that's good. Is plus weapon skill that good? Plus weapon skill is what your backstab is scaled off of. So yes. And also daggers attack fast, so weapon damage skills better. So yeah, weapon damage is really good.
Come on, check your groups.
Running dagger from Elbers. It has a debuff /dot, but it's quite okay. Yep, Karis is good. It's just in PvP sometimes the debuff can screw you up, can mess up your stun locks and stuff with blind and gouge. So I don't use Barman Shanker in PvP, and I don't use Karis in PvP. I would try and find a replacement.
Oh man.
You don't, Drudy, you only want 308 weapon skill. Any weapon skill beyond that is kind of useless, so you have too much weapon skill. It has very significant diminishing returns. It gets way worse past 308. Alright, I think we're finally getting ready to pull here.
4,
You know,
3.
it's super easy. Just do /pull.
I don't got fucking DBM. I got big wigs.
Okay, I'm gonna give the tank just a second. Alright, now I'm gonna feint right at the start. I just want to be careful I don't pull. And I'm gonna be pretty much just
Square's going after healers.
checking my threat,
Stars on
checking my Crusader. That's pretty much it. Slice and dice here. This fight's easy enough that I'm actually looking at my swing timer. We pulled a little bit of energy there. Because I was doing... I honestly wonder if swing timers are worth the DPS loss with Shadowcraft. I'm kind of feeling like it's not the case. Alright, slice and dice. Still no Crusader proc, unfortunately. But I don't think I've lost any buffs to Gar yet.
You need me a tank when I can, but you gotta bring it to me.
Okay, we're doing okay on threat. I'm gonna eviscerate, and I'm gonna vanish.
Yeah, that's
Immediately start attacking. Just vanish just in case. The add-on's not right or whatever. I was safe on threat though. Could have vanished sooner. There's Crusader. Get our slice and dice back up. Okay, so I used Crusader with all my, I think I got a good Crusader in there. I should have teed with Crusader. I did not, but I'm teeing now. Oh my gosh, my I screwed up. My eviscerate dodged and I didn't notice. I could have done more damage. But I was top rogue besides swirl buffs.
Melee, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I think it's alright.
She's good.
I got,
What do we have in terms of loot? Oh, a quick strike ring. Nice. Warriors probably have priority on that. Alright, why is he using Agi Totem instead of Wind Fury? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if he was trying to Totem Twist. But yeah. It's better to get the other offhand. What offhand are you talking about, Sape?
I got Skull.
Rebanish.
You talking about Bone Scraper? There's no step on it. Okay. Do you like Shadowcraft 6-piece? Oh, I wasn't paying attention and I ran right into that. Even though I'm not helping solely so I don't get hit by that, but whatever. Reading chat. Is the DM dagger bis until you get the gloves? Yes. If you have no other weapon skill item, yes. Someone told me the more hit you have, the more DPS you do because all your auto attacks don't miss. He even told you to aim for 12% hit. Yes. If you have 10% hit, you get 2% more hit, you are going to do more damage. This is true. The more hit you get, the more damage you do. This is true. However, the more attack power you get, the more damage you do as well. So there's not like one set hit number that's going to do anything special after the soft cap of 6%. So you just want to go for the best available items. If, like for example, Tarnished Elven Rings, great item, also has hit. Right? I didn't get this item because I was shooting for 10% hit. I just got it because it's a really good item and it has hit on it. So you don't go for certain hit percentages. You just go with the best items.
Hey, watch out! There's a dog in the hallway.
Wow. Those are some light rolls.
Yes.
Shard it.
Dog.
So.
But yeah, that's basically the deal with hit.
Yeah, give it to Ray. I mean, I won't use it for raiding. That's.
But yeah, man, these warriors are starting to do a lot of damage. The Fury warriors scale really hard with damage. This is the first week I've noticed Fury warriors actually just topping the meters.
All right.
But yeah, I think I did decent that last fight. I could have Thistle Teed with the Crusader, and my Eviscerate got dodged, and I didn't notice it. So, 2 things I could have improved. But overall,
hunters don't.
I did fine on Gar. We still have our weapon stone for. I need to equip my gear before I forget. Still have my weapon stone for Baron getting. Flame Scar.
Fucking ninja.
Really? Only 2?
Only 2.
Fucking ninja, dude.
All right, so Fire Res gear is on. And I just don't want to die to this trash, lose my buffs. It's also good practice for when you have world buffs. You don't want to lose your world buffs to the mobs ahead. So I just equip Fire Res. But if we had a Hyperbolic Chamber, we would Theorycraft how much hit actually gives us most DPS. That's not true. You would Theorycraft how much hit gives you the most DPS with each attack power number. Depending on gear party, but yeah. You could simulate the exact perfect set of gear and perfect number of hit. But then if you get one more attack power piece, now your hit calculation's off. Because hit scales with attack power scales with hit. So you want to get both. So you don't want to go all hit. You also don't want to go all attack power. You want to get some of each. So yeah, but that's hit in a nutshell. He said hit is the most important stat in rating. I mean, that's just not true, because if you get all hit, right, assuming it's the most important, then you're not going to do enough damage. And so even though you hit a lot, your hits aren't going to be hard, right? Hit scales with attack power. Attack power scales with hit. Just get them both evenly.
Alright with you?
Jesus, calm down.
I just didn't know.
What enchants on daggers do you have? Striking, greater striking on the main hand, Crusader on the offhand. So +5 weapon damage on the main hand.
I don't snap on you.
Sharpening, Crusader on the offhand. DM book better than Hodge? It is not. I just don't have Hodge yet. I was PvPing all last week and been gold farming and stuff. Spent a lot of time trying to get it, but eventually I'll get the Hodge. No luck yet though.
What's the spot in NFL?
But Hodge is better. You only have the book trinket because otherwise you'd be really no. I just don't have Hodge yet. Bradley, I would still equip Hodge over the hit trinket.
If the warlocks are ready to know which one will banish who, then
and my hit's not that low. Because I have the rings and I got the neck and I have the satyr bow. So my hit's not. I wouldn't say my hit's particularly low.
Group 6 is good.
The people that are running full hit are like what, 14% or something? I'd say low hit is closer to 6%. Like 6, 7, 8. I would say that's low. 9 to 10, I'd say medium. 12, 13, 14, I'd say is high. For phase 1 right now. Obviously, once people get full raid and raid gear and stuff,
Hopefully I don't get
and
stunned.
more phases come out, it'll be different. But for now, 5% PvP hit cap. That is correct. I can confirm because I have never missed with 5%, and I had 4%, and I missed a backstab, and that felt bad.
There's always one on this pack, isn't it? That just insta-dies.
Yeah, it's
Hit is better. Sword Rogue, since you have the sword talent and the Hodge with increase, but you don't want to overmax hit. I guess hit isn't that important. That's not necessarily true, Junior Gatsby. And
wait, does that work?
And it really should be 6% hit. If you're raiding, you want go for the 6% soft hit cap because you should have this talent. This talent makes it so you only need 6% hit. But I mean, hit is still good for I mean, you can say it's better for sword rogues because of all the procs, but it's still, you know, very important to dagger rogues. It's a large part of their damage or auto attacks still.
I'm gonna pull that pack.
Hit trinket is very nice for daggers PvP, along with Black Hand's breath for the crit.
Wait to the first. Sorry.
Yeah, Hodge is good in PvP too, though. But maybe not as good for dagger rogue in PvP. Nah, no, it's just as good because you're not even playing sword spec for swords. Nah, Hodge is still just good. Good for daggers too. What's the DPS like on Hodge? Like, how much of a difference can 2% extra swing make?
Fuck it,
I mean, it's pretty decent. Everyone runs it. It's definitely the best in slot. I don't have any exact numbers on how much it does, but
we're ready for it.
It's widely considered
I don't know about that
just the
one.
best trinket.
Shit anyways.
I drop weapon expertise because you have the dagger gloves and distracting dagger. I mean, you can do that, Anthony, if you want, but what else are you putting your weapon expertise talent in, right? Dodge, parry,
Meaty stun.
4% eviscerate damage. Like, I haven't dropped this even though I could because there's like nothing else to get. There's I don't really see a reason to go out of weapon expertise as the dagger build. For swords, it makes sense. I think so, right? Does it make sense for swords? Yeah, because you have you can get like one. I don't even know what you can get for swords, honestly. I don't have it memorized off the top of my head. Maybe it's better for sword. Yeah, the eviscerate damage is meaningless if you're raiding as a rogue. You hardly ever eviscerate, and 2%, 2 to 4% is not a lot. Like eviscerate will be like 2% of your damage or something, and then or like maybe 5% most, and you're gonna get 2% more of that. That's like so little.
I don't know why.
This is for raiding, obviously.
It's just AI. Like
Eviscerate's obviously way better in PvP.
AI for mobs in video games, like sometimes they're a total cakewalk, and other times they just like fucking destroy you.
If you didn't know anything about WoW and someone showed you Hodge, well, I mean, I feel like even just looking at it, the attack power is good, and it's
sometimes those dogs, when we pull them, they'll instantly breathe on the whole raid.
an extra hit's good, man. It's good.
Other times,
Especially daggers. I mean, rogues in general have slice and dice, so they're just attacking really fast all the time. So yeah, Hodge is really good. All right, I think we're ready to pull a boss. Switch my gear back. Make sure I have everything. Have the 6 set.
Alright, I don't know how you did it in other guilds, guys, but this is the way we do it in Mongols. Seems to work pretty well.
Okay. All right. It is
Just
time.
gonna straight up.
I don't need to do anything. Just
out.
eat Agi food. The item you use to show the energy, that is called Nug energy.
So, if you wear a dress, you wield a wand, you get a staff if you're ranged. Stand on the moon, hug the moon. If you're ranged, you're gonna blow up over here. You get the bomb, you get it on the star, you'll be yelled at. So if
Yeah.
you look,
We're just gonna chill for a little bit here, and then we're gonna do Baron
You're gonna explode over here.
Nug energy, Elvis. Nug energy.
Melee.
I think I can show you it in text as well. Hold on.
Blowing up over here. Okay.
This thing right here. Nug energy.
Over here. Have no.
Do you know if win for your procs
melee,
or extra hits
don't run back
proc mace
towards the raid
spec?
on the left because you might get exploded by some.
Oh, probably.
Make sure you run back on the right. Basically follow.
I would say probably. Can't say for certain though. At what point does the shadow craft lose its value? Full tier 1, tier 2, is it that much of a difference?
If you have the shitty 5 protection
I would say Shadowcraft loses its value very quickly once you get raid gear. Some people are saying that it's better for like strictly raiding, but like if you're doing PvP or anything, like the PvP, the raid gear has a lot of stamina. So like you can't compare like a piece like Bloodfang to like a Shadowcraft piece. Like it's not even close when it comes to anything but raid DPS. So I mean, I think once you get 3 to 4 pieces of raid gear, you should start transitioning away from Shadowcraft. But you know, some people are running spreadsheets and stuff that says Shadowcraft does a lot of damage. But as soon as I get like 2 more raid pieces, I'll run the 4 set, and then if I get 2 more pieces, I'll start switching it out
What
altogether.
a shit time to use the bathroom.
Gutcore debuff doesn't proc in raid. I think pretty much most bosses are immune to it.
Yeah, that's totally a thing.
But maybe it procs on ads or something. But haven't had any issues with it in the guild so far. There's our tank has one as well.
I'm getting a new one.
There's been no issues with procs.
Probably would be fine.
Would you say daggers or swords is best for PvP? They're both really good. I like daggers more. I think it's more fun. I like one-shotting people. Swords is has some better matchups and some worse matchups. But
Food buffs, guys.
daggers,
Uh-oh,
you
you're
just
lacking them.
feast on those clothies. So I really like playing dagger. But they're both really good. I can't really say that one's better. Now I notice you got trinket menu working. You ready for what I did? Slash trinket menu.
Schizo and John
Slash
and
trinket
Ryuk doesn't
menu.
have food buffs right now.
I just somehow disabled it, and then all I had to do was type trinket menu, and it was back. I'm just a noob.
Now you're eating, yeah.
That's popping my palm.
But yeah, if your trinket menu
Have you all
randomly
seen your
disappears,
reader and
just
VRF
type slash
video?
trinket menu, and it'll reappear.
I think we can survive without Ryuken.
Yeah, trinket menu is the one for easy swapping trinket. Yep, you just sit here, you left click, or right click, and it will put it into your first slot or second slot. Yeah, you had it sit. Yep, didn't even notice.
Maybe he's on a bathroom break.
No, he's back here. He took the summon.
Oh, okay. You summoned him.
Damn noobs.
I was like, where the hell did he go?
Magic.
Hacker man. No, I'll be. You know, we got away now. We can't pull. Is he here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy, I don't
He
know.
should be. He accepted
I think
the
there's one that I know for certain.
Okay,
yeah, I'm back, sorry.
Yeah, he said something right here.
Okay.
Swords with
something to go
5%
said he could
skill
explode
needs
over there,
6%
but I
hit,
don't know.
right? Yeah, if you have the 5
it all
weapon
depends
skill,
on
you
run
only
away
need
from
6%
him.
hit for soft cap. You still want more hit for your auto attacks as a dual wielder.
Okay, he's coming.
Where's your hand of justice, bro?
That
Well,
was so weird. It took like
you know,
like
unfortunately,
2-3 minutes.
I didn't get it.
Show up.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
if you're caster or healer,
But you know,
hug them
5th
in.
time it drops. This time I'll win the roll,
I
man.
think
This
them
time I'll win the
melee
roll.
are hugging the
5th
star
5th
right
time's
now.
a charm.
Yeah, mana users if you have a rest up out.
Or pet.
What did you do most for gold farming as rogue? Been doing silithus mining. That's how a lot of people been saying that's really good. I was doing, pretty sure.
Negligence.
This guy is he gonna AOE? Let's go, buddy. Guess not.
Close enough.
Guess it's RNG. All of our pulls so far, he does it immediately.
Lay out, run away. Start, you run back and start. That's good. Start.
I got a living bomb too. Unlucky.
You have to pull him back. Justin, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep.
Think we're safe here. Okay, I don't think I hit anyone with the living bomb. Yeah, basically all the hopes of a good DPS parse are gone if you get living bombed. So, but hey, I didn't wipe the raid, so that's what you're supposed to do if you get the living bomb. But yeah, not gonna be anywhere near the top of the meters this
I
time.
swear I hit this boss.
Get your
like
bow
a
shots in here.
Anyone else feel that way? So weird.
Bow shot time.
I just don't like this boss because I don't get any of my hit gear on, so I just miss.
Yeah, rip DPS. Yeah. It's whatever though. We did our job. We didn't wipe the raid. That's all that matters.
Bomb on
Baker.
Baker. Go, buddy.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
I don't think we've seen this rogue drop or
Mana burn me in
this ring drop yet.
What the fuck is that?
A lot of Druid gear.
Trash loot.
Want a raid team, but currently GM in my own casual guild that is not ready for raids. Any
Hang on.
good pages to look for groups? Look for like Google like classic WoW discords, and I think there's like channels dedicated, Discord channels specifically for like finding raids, finding more people, recruiting people, and finding guilds. So you'll find people looking for a guild, and you also can advertise and all that. What were you saying about how you farmed your gold? Oh yeah, sorry, the boss started. RFD. So I stealth to all the bosses in RFD. I kill them, and then I disenchant them for blues. The shards are worth about like 3 gold, and you can do 5 runs an hour really easily. You get about 3-ish per run, sometimes more. So you get about like, let's say 50 gold an hour, but you have the chance to get more.
Kill the Alpha Magus.
But yeah, that's what I did. It's more fun, I think, than pickpocketing, because you actually get to kill stuff. You have 11% skill, 5 in your sword. Yeah, that's fine. 11% hit is none of that's going to waste.
No, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, for PvP.
Mana 1 per second. Is this like a shaman
I'm
ring?
gonna pull these.
That seems like an
Why are
elemental
mages
ring
rolling on
that
this?
You would use on that boss fight that you just want extra
Incoming.
res.
Oh, it's just a resistance ring. I guess it's just so bad that even healers don't want it. So all the casters just roll for resistance. Makes sense.
Count some rolls of 5, 4.
You like BRD coffee runs? What's the difference between a coffee run and a pickpocket run? Oh, coffer. Oh, okay, got it. I was like, what's a coffee run? But yeah, coffer. Yeah, the only thing with the RFD thing is you have to be enchanting. But I found the runs pretty fun compared to most gold farms.
I just noticed something. Is Gift of the
Pickpocketing
Wild
doesn't
on
work.
the-
Are you talking about the resisting?
It is. They just don't have the icon. So it's not like the advanced version they came up with, I think, in DC.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do have it on me now.
Need to remember after the next boss, before Sulfuron, I need to re-elixir and everything.
Just Mongo loot.
Yeah, you steal coffee from BRD, easy. Yeah.
Uyghur, druid, shamans, and hunters.
But do you guys just
That is exactly.
just go to the auction house, buy a bunch of keys, and then just go constantly open up the lockers? Is that what you do?
Too many.
2-time Crusader is not good. It's good. It's just striking is better for daggers, for on the main hand. Striking on the main hand, Crusader on the offhand.
When do we die this much? We're hitting so hard.
Yeah, the resisting and the vanish bug, inconsistent gold per hour. A lot of people have been doing it though. I think if you're
This
prep
World of
spec, it's not
Warcraft
too
in a
bad.
nutshell, add her
I did a couple
like
runs, but I just thought it was boring.
a lot, and then bosses are like.
Made over 2k gold with BRD, yeah. It's exactly what you do.
Anyone who's been doing Mythic Plus runs, key runs in retail knows that.
Yeah,
the ads
I
are
guess
way
it's
careful
just
and
a lot of
the
people are
bosses
selling the relic keys cheap.
down.
It'll probably get less efficient
Oh,
when less and less people run BRD.
That's not gonna be like that in DWL.
PW.
You just enjoy MC. While you
Yeah.
can.
This is my first death in weeks. I'm pretty sad about it.
Oh, wow, you
Yeah,
did
20
fine.
silver a key. Is that
Dude,
the
what's
efficient?
shitter?
The
So what?
second
How much do
so
how much are they worth to you? So for example, 20 silver is a good price to buy them at, but
Yeah.
how much do you make per key usually?
It should be easy for us.
Or not the second. Yeah. No, the second boss will be.
Yeah, being sub is good for the pickpockets anyway because you move faster in stealth.
If it is, then we'll do it.
Everyone who was saying it doesn't work, you don't know how you can push it to 65 G now. Yeah, pickpocketing makes a lot of money. Do you think somehow you could ever fit talent points into increased
I really
poison
hope
damage?
the leaf doesn't drop since crit isn't.
Not for this
That'd be
spec.
such a waste.
Not until Seal Fate. Since
We could probably invite a hunter. And sell
yeah,
him.
you can't really go for the poison
You have loot back here,
poison
John.
damage
I could go on my
as dagger until you go Seal Fate.
I mean, yeah.
Even then, I don't know if you get all
I'd
5.
fucking be stoked as all hell.
But like right now,
Someone's got a new main.
I don't even have lethality. That's
I mean,
how
my
valuable
preferred
like
is
the
my
combo
main
points are at the
second
end. You
level
like
tune,
Ruthless
but
This is so
now
good.
it's my
Slice and
all-time
Dice is so good. All these talents are so good. And you don't even put enough talent points in the tree to get to poison if you're combat daggers
I
right
hope we
now.
get the eye for the priest.
I need to remember to swap my gear though before because I'm in fire res right now.
Yes.
Actually, there we go. Now we're in full fire res.
Well, if it drops, I'll come.
You get 65G constantly. Yeah.
You'd have to be in the raid first. You can't just, Oh wait.
Constantly with raid spec and cheap keys. Yeah. Sounds like I haven't done any coffer runs yet. I did do some pickpocket runs. Saw the potential for the gold, but I just thought it was boring, so I just did RFD runs. Less gold, but
Unless we're sacrificing.
I thought it was
I don't know.
a lot more
I
fun.
would prefer not to sacrifice.
Not too much less gold either.
I have both of
The
them.
RFD
I
runs
have
are pretty
both
good.
Incendius too.
Oh really?
Mega boss.
Has your guild not given you it yet, or you haven't killed them?
On second, and we saw 3 eyes already.
Rip.
Yeah, and only 1 leaf.
Wouldn't you be saved this week though?
No, I actually didn't raid this week. Got sat. Feels bad, man.
Sat.
Yeah, we had like 60 people on at like 30 minutes before raid.
What guild's up?
I mean, 4 gold and BRD in 40 minutes. Don't get how people make money in there.
Not to,
You just
don't
mine
take this in
farm.
a wrong way,
You
but
just
isn't that
you got to go to the arena and just constantly pickpocket in a circle.
We just started taking it seriously.
And
we were a lot more casual
you kill
until we
bosses
had,
as
like,
well.
enough
So
to,
there's
like,
no
be
way you
ranking.
could have made 4 gold in 40 minutes if you were following the route. So like if you look up the
That
route that
was
people
me.
use,
You
they
called it
kill a
real
couple bosses in there, and they drop loot
I'm
that you
pretty-
can just
Yeah.
vendor
Those
for a
are
lot of
pretty
money.
good,
So
to be fair. You
I
there's a
meant,
route
like,
that's really good for pickpocketing. That's
Make
where
a
you
lot
make
of
all the
things,
money.
I mean, like getting
10, 11 gold per
Putting one in
coffer
my
open.
mouth, right?
Yeah.
7,
I mean,
8, so like 8
technically,
gold a minute. That's pretty
I'm
good.
an officer in that guild and I got set, so that's why. So like,
yeah, that's super
It's
weird.
not even worth it to do on other stuff. Takes too long to walk. Yeah, I guess you do a normal route and then you you do 5 coffer runs and then like a couple normal pickpocket runs. Reset, repeat.
Now.
Yeah, you're with the big dogs now.
Hell yeah, brother.
How's this compared run wise to that guild?
What'd you say?
How does this run compare to their run?
The Tauren doesn't drop.
You can tell that.
Yeah, he does. He does drop good stuff.
Fucking painstakingly.
I'll tell you after I see.
He
the
drops
logs,
a weapon, doesn't he? He also drops like fiery weapon enchant.
He's a mad guy.
Wow.
Blackrock
First thing I
Depths,
said when we
Lore,
accepted some more
Pyromaster
calls,
Lorgan. He drops a
I
staff.
just wanna get my
Are you kidding me?
teamwork. That's all I care about. People not bitching when we wipe.
I got bitten?
We haven't wiped.
We wipe.
How did I
There's
pull
a good
aggro?
chance with the way
I was
Onyxia
literally
is-
alt tabbed.
Well, the way Onyxia's been
I was
in
literally
classic,
alt tabbed looking at items, and I pulled aggro and got
good
bitten.
chance that the first couple of bosses
How?
will be the same. Especially
Yeah.
on stress, so.
Unreal. Alright, anyway. That guy drops a staff. That's the point.
I'm okay with wiping, but when people are like hard stuck and just refusing to learn from the simple mechanics.
Easy 60, 70 gold, push 20-minute runs. Fire weapon enchant equals 30 silver. It's like a gold on my auction house. Gold 50.
So such an asshole with people bringing the right
No
mats
cap
and
pulling.
sign up and all that kind of stuff.
3,
I'm not expecting people to
2.
flask up.
Okay, I'm gonna re-up my poison.
Pull your own weight, you know. And you keep
One more
it
trash
for
pull, and
sure.
then I'm gonna do everything. I can't believe I pulled aggro
Yeah.
though.
Like we didn't
Don't they
require
cleave?
Devil's Sword till, like, this
I
week.
thought it was pretty far back,
On
but I thought
PTS.
that was the elementals, not the hounds.
I didn't even fucking.
But maybe I was just too
let
close to
people
him.
raid if they
But
didn't
I
listen
took
to their
I was
gear
getting
first.
bitten.
Yeah, healers can't
Yeah.
But I literally have never died
That's
to the
kinda-
core hound like
that's
that
kinda
before.
where we got
I don't know
stuck
what
for
I
a
did,
while. We
but
were
I was
trying to build, and then we
I mean I was
overbuilt,
looking at the
and
menu,
people
so
still
I
didn't
wasn't
have
paying
gear, and
attention,
we're
but at the
raid
same
blocking,
time
so
I don't know
our
if I pulled
raid this
aggro
week
or
was,
what
like,
happened,
our
but
first one shot
unfortunate
of
death.
Ani through Rag in one raid.
That motherfucker hit me from all the way back there.
Sell the enchant to the vendor.
Does anyone know what our speed is? Are we on route to be 30 minutes earlier?
Are you getting Perdition Blade today or what?
I wouldn't really
Probably not.
count the speed because like we're
Probably
pretty
not.
trash.
Probably not
We're
getting
No,
it
I know.
for a
breaks
while.
and stuff like that. But it would be
meant,
nice to actually try to do a speed run one time.
It was just for so if we cut our time by 30 minutes, we'll be top 10 in every bracket on the server. And that'll look real good.
It could be easy actually.
Yeah, it'd be super easy.
We're not going fast.
A lot of
It
the
gets
things
easier
on
each week though. if you
Yeah,
know more
All right.
gear.
on gear. But also,
Time to refresh
I'm gonna
everything.
cry if this dude fucking stuns me one more time.
Oh, yeah, but then you're
Uh,
also
I
gotta take in consideration.
I think we're
how
going
the
to the
guilds are
boss
also
next. We might kill
faster, you
more
know?
trash to be really safe. I doubt it.
But
We're,
Stress
we're,
better
we're getting the
than
boss
you
ready.
and,
Let me switch to my damage gear.
Flashy, just-
Okay, 6
So
at
far, you
Shattercraft.
just have
Just a
time
quick
saves.
check.
Like if you really wanted to
said what?
min-max your time
Got everything
saves
right.
now, you would just have to stagger healer drinks and keep pulling, chain pull.
Alright,
stagger
I'm gonna
healer
start
drinks, and,
jujuing.
Realistically, we're not taking any.
Alright, clear con, clear.
Elixir.
What'd you ask me, John?
Alright,
Threat's better.
I guess I'm
Threat is
gonna
better at the
pre-potion.
beginning,
Where
but
is it?
Overall, I think Warriors.
Yeah,
Or-
if I don't keep popping crab pummelers, he's right. He's gonna.
Alright, I pre-popped my arcane prot.
I don't have any.
Okay,
right now, so
ready to go.
battery tanks.
Is Ruthlessness worth it as daggers?
But Druid
Basically just 5
threat
combo
is, like,
point
insane, though.
slice and
Like,
dice.
off the bat, like right
Which one's
off the
Ruthlessness? I
start,
think it's this one, right?
It's insane,
No.
but then like
This one?
they
Yeah,
around
Ruthlessness
the
is
middle
good.
is when Warriors would catch up.
I was thinking about whether or not I want to do a lethality or ruthlessness, but it's just every time you start on a boss, it's 1 combo point spender,
think this?
slice and dice. Or sorry, builder. A combo point
I mean,
builder,
either one of us,
and then
it
slice and
doesn't
dice.
matter that
Put your
much.
arcane
And I
pots
feel
in,
like
that would-
ruthlessness. I was thinking about it.
Why
Maybe
is
it's correct
this
to drop a couple points for lethality, but I was thinking about. I didn't think so.
Yeah, usually we don't have too much
I didn't think
trouble
so. I
with
feel
this
like
guy.
you're
We
just
have a
constantly
Justin's main tank it, and I just sit on the left.
Those extra combo points are good, but maybe
Yeah,
maybe the 12% is worth.
If you wanted a main tank. So, if you're not happy.
I was unsure about this one, but I decided to go with
Yeah.
Ruthlessness again.
No, just in one main tank.
This boss gets harder the more melees you have. Yeah.
Right. Just,
This boss
put out
sucks.
a nice
Our guild
arc,
sends melee in. I know some
I'll sit on the
some melee just AFK, shoot bow at it, but my guild sends us in, so you just hope to not die. That's what it is.
5-6 seconds. If we have it, then go nuts. Range standard, max range, DKS, simple.
So I want to get a resto pot ready. It might be more helpful for me to resto pot this fight than to actually just get it kind of ready. I'll have to click it if I want it, but
Range should not be getting hit by the arcane explosion.
yeah, last time when we pulled
Are
this
melee
boss,
just going in or executing?
our hunter pressed mend pet right at the pull, and mend pet pulled Shazra, like it caused aggro. Mend, sorry, not. He's either mending the pet or feeding the pet. But yeah, I currently have an arcane protection pot rolling for this guy since our melee kills him. So yeah,
And the healers,
I
please
have
split
arcane
up
protection.
in the groups that John just said, and Goda just said.
But yeah, this fight sucks. I honestly just wish we all AFK'd and let the range do it, but
And please just stand
Whatever.
still as well, so I can see where everyone is standing. Stop jumping around, please, for a second.
yeah, you can see our guild's like very on the cautious side of things. We take a
Alright,
long
healers are
time
good.
before each pull,
Because
but
it's beautiful.
we get it right. So I guess I'd rather wait a little bit, like 3 minutes before every fight, sorting everything out, rather than wipe. So I'll take it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Range, give him a second. Give him a second, range, please.
I'm honestly gonna pop all CDs right now because I do not know how long I'll be able to stay in for. Uh-oh. I lost a little bit of the, uh-oh. I have to resto pot here. I'm dead. I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Feels bad. Didn't get decursed.
We need
Popped resto pot.
Guys,
It didn't get the curse off.
Curse is needed.
Because I guess you have to wait 5 seconds in time, and I just died.
Yeah, he
Didn't get a
was
single heal.
needing negligence.
I love the fight.
Kinda had to.
Enjoying my time playing Shazra. Now I have to reconsume. Salty. Rip.
Just kind of gotta let shit happen.
Yeah, I hate this fight. I got cursed so fast, it just... I didn't have time to sprint out. I tried, but...
Getting hit, you're getting hit. Just do your job.
But yeah, rip. Gosh, I hate Shazra.
Was awkward.
Alright, that's awkward, but yeah.
Well, I thought my job was to pick up the mobs when it's hitting a raid, so I'm kind of confused.
Now your job's to sit there for when he blinks, because he blinks every now and again, right? He blinks to a random member part of the
Okay,
raid.
so
you blink, he blinks
so
to you,
on-
and then you taunt him back.
So on Gar, when my job was to tank one ad, but then they all got loose, should I just tank that ad or let them beat on everyone? Because I was told to get the ads.
Well, this is it's some
Well,
guild
no one's hitting the
banter.
ad that you initially get aggro on, I believe.
Hard to be top DPS if
No
you're
reason
dead.
not to, but-
Yeah, it is. I don't think I could have done anything there, really. I popped a resto pot. I pre-potted an arcane protection potion. I mean, I could have sprinted out the second the fight started and just shot with a bow, but I mean, I
Yeah,
tried
so with this
sprinting
boss,
out.
he has an
I kind of,
RNG blink
I just didn't get a heal,
mechanic.
and
I haven't seen it at all, and I mean, right there, he blinked
you
right in
know,
the middle of fucking everyone.
just died really quickly.
Things just
Loves it
happen.
for Baker.
Yeah, we have a lot of melee, so we have a lot of melee go in. But yeah, our guild has us go in. I would prefer to just range.
I'm just trying to understand.
Are you doing the 3
why
groups
it's a
trick?
bad
Then
idea
melee
to
can go out
taunt a boss
and
on
in
the
to avoid
killing
damage.
everyone.
We're not doing any
Because,
sort of
because
alternating.
Your job, because we split the raid up, right? From
We're just
left to right.
running in.
So I'm on the right side of the raid, you're on the left side. Shazra every now and again blinks to a random person in the raid. So when if he blinks over to your side of the raid,
But yeah, I hate that fight.
to a ranged.
Usually
you
I
basically
live,
taunt
but
him and
I
push him
just
back to Joseph.
yeah, I didn't get a heal, didn't get a dispel. I don't think there's anything I could have done. I could have potted instead of resto potting, but I feel like it's right to resto pot there because it's the curse that's killing me, not
Then he
anything
did.
else.
because when you went back to the raid and taunted, you went in and taunted, he then blinked.
Yeah, I wish our raid
We taking a break here?
just only did damage with the casters, but
Oh, keep going.
What?
Keep going.
unfortunately,
Well,
no.
then I
do we
have
need
to
to
be
not how we do it.
I need to go be bio, so I'm gonna stand in the back then.
Dump DPS in the boss, pray it dies. Yeah, I popped all my CDs right away to make sure that if I did die, I at least did as much as I could.
Yes.
And then I proceeded to immediately die before I even finished the cooldowns. So at least I popped them right away, right? Oh, your melee only goes in at the last minute. Interesting.
That's probably the worst RNG we've had.
Get the warriors in for execute.
It's probably because we only have 4 mages here this time.
He blinked a lot more.
Yeah.
He blinked a lot more.
Someone's not debuffing their party.
So.
Yeah, I'll be honest. He blinked, and I freaked out for a second. I didn't know.
And no other game.
He blinked.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually just brain dead. I'm reading chat and I run right in front of the Reaver.
First time we killed him, he didn't blink at all. Time we blinked fucking shitloads. So.
I blame chat again. Surprised how many noob things I do looking at chat, but I didn't have any buffs, so I don't really care. It's like what, 2 gold to repair.
I just want you to know I don't.
Is my items gonna break soon? I'm halfway
What was
halfway
that?
broken. Rip. Fire res gear is going in. And we're eating some more Altarex Swiss.
He was teabagging me.
No, it's all good. It's my I decide to look at the chat. I must live with the consequences. But yeah, all things considered, I think it's been a smooth run. Not for me, but the run overall. I think the only fight I've messed up on is the very first one.
Oh yeah, we normally have like 4 more.
Yeah, like I forgot the T on like a boss, but just the first one where I pulled threat at the boss with Blade Flurry. It's pretty much the only time I think I screwed up in a boss.
Or weddings to attend to.
So I guess I'm happy with my
But-
play so far.
wow.
I usually try not to die
Yeah,
the
like,
entire
all
Molten Core,
fucking called out last second.
but you know that really has not happened this time, has it? So.
Bam.
Yeah.
I actually didn't die all of last week's Molten Core, I think. But this week's a different story. Is this little hit thing where you have to run away from, but for the most part you just stand there for that fight? Little hit thing you have to run away from? Which
You guys that are
fight are you
ranged,
talking about,
those
Rob?
ranges.
What's the little hit thing? Talking about Sulfuron or
The
Shazar?
AoE on these guys. I just see range dying and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no rogue loot so far. What's the other item? Philheart Slippers. I don't even see the other item. Did we DE
Call
it?
you a bitch? Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what the other item was. Hey Zatar, do you feel like rogues are being marginalized in this Madrian world? Which is for a corrective action for all rogues. I mean, I definitely see a lot of rogues looking for Ubers that just never get invited. It's brutal trying to find groups. But yeah. It's what you get for playing the funnest class, right? It's the funnest class, so it's also going to be pretty popular. Even rogues are so much more fun to play. Yep. Man, what else? What else even is there? We got just Sulfuron. All the good loot still. Daggers can still drop. I do not know the loot situation at the moment. In terms of the daggers, so I don't know if I'll be able to even roll on them, to be honest. So we'll see if they drop. The shoulders would have been nice. Does the shoulders drop from Sulfuron, right? Yeah, it's gonna break my Shadowcraft though, so I'll probably have to pass on stuff for a little bit. Rogue deserves extra loot from every boss. I don't know what it is. Our guild has had so little rogue loot. It's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna pull these like into Africa. Don't go on the bridge.
So much druid loot. So much druid loot.
banish
So much warlock loot.
over here either.
So much shaman loot. A lot of warrior loot. But yeah, no rogue loot in my guild. Or guild runs at least. Not a lot.
Diggo, you kill me.
All right, we're
every
not
time
gonna
you
die
do
to
that.
trash anymore. No more deaths.
about
You
it?
guys ready? You heard it.
Hug the
You heard it
rifle.
here first. No more deaths the rest of the run.
Oh, then I'd be running straight into the raid.
Yeah, I'd rather you run through me so I can pick up my target than me have to like jump off the cliff to kill it.
Also, all rogue friends out there, make sure to always charge 1 gold if you're gonna open a lockbox for
Yeah,
enemies.
that's not an elephant.
Yeah, it's funny
Charging.
that
I prefer you jump off the cliff.
for whatever
the dog.
reason,
Watch the dog, watch
you
the
get a
dog.
lot more
Behind you,
tipping
Dustin.
for
I hasn't gone this far.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it would go a little bit further. My bad.
you don't get tipped that much for opening lockboxes, especially in groups. I've been paying people to let me open your box. If you're leveling up, yeah, I mean, I guess. I just when I was
Where would
leveling
you like
said
me to pull it?
opening lockbox is free.
Like if you just run against this wall
Okay.
like
I
that.
can do that. I just figured.
I actually just need to stay behind
most of the raid was
targets.
standing there, so I didn't wanna-
Fuck
I've
them.
continually
They're staying there.
ran in front of trash. Distracted
Wow, more
distracted
druid loot.
gameplay.
Fuck yeah, that's what we needed.
Rogue lives matter, yeah.
Bacon's getting third, yeah. The whole
Can you show your gear again, please? It's in the description, wheat dicks, but it's 6 Shadowcraft.
You need the
Well,
belt.
right now I have fire res gear in, so it's not going to be quite
No,
accurate.
if you didn't give
But
it
gear's in
one
the
that,
description.
you tried to sell, then yes, he does.
Oh, I saw.
I like this boss. I like Golemag. Nice easy boss.
No, it's
Close your
fine,
eyes,
you
do
do.
some DPS.
Ruin here.
Like Golemag and
Yeah,
Gar
so
are my
then we need
favorites.
A lot of these scenarios.
Oh, we got a
are
belt.
really
That was the
not
other
even
piece of loot.
accurate for
I was
the
wondering
rest
where
of
the other piece of loot was.
They're
No,
trash.
I know, but the Cenarian belt is, unless he wants to cough up 800 gold for the sash, if you get the set items, it's way better, okay? But most of the BOEs...
Apologies, I'm also
I
in a
get
raid
all of the
while
classes,
watching
from
your
what I
stream.
know, understand they're not like
Oh, no problem.
super
But it's
best.
6 Shadowcraft, Bloodfang head, core rage leather gloves
Get a
for the gear.
hackle on this thing, please.
DM tribute rings.
Well,
Don't have my Hodge yet, but it would be Hodge and
the first
Blackhand
bonus
Breath.
is increased
And
duration
then,
of the runs. That's
Which is
crazy.
really bad.
just the Satyr's bow, and then for
Technically-
weapons, Gecko Ripper
technically,
in the main.
belt is best in slot by, like,
What is this
3
thing? Bone Scraper in the offhand.
Oh,
So
wait,
those
wait,
are the
wait,
items.
wait.
Yeah, we're getting close to Rag.
Yeah, so it's good if we can
Rag
push
is
it
the
to
only hard
next
boss in
set
here,
as soon as possible.
but he's not really hard per se, but you know, compared to everything
Your
else.
tier's like cheap as hell too. It's like 140 gold.
But yeah, these next two bosses,
gonna look so
well, this
awkward.
boss and then Major Domo, I have kick responsibilities. Well,
Maybe. But
this boss I
noticed
have
the
kick.
cheapest buy
Against
is
Major
long
Domo,
market.
they have me like vanishing and cheap shotting stuff. So I'll be on assignments.
Yeah.
Giant
For sure.
Stalker.
There's
Giant
definitely
Stalker.
a lack of Giant Stalker belts too.
Yeah, the belt sells for fucking 600 gold.
It was like 1200 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so fucking good. Same with
Yep.
Night Stalker. Yeah.
Yeah, same in
But yeah, no more. The goal for this, no more deaths. I'm gonna go for big
Yeah.
damage on Golemag.
Oh, I like
Gonna go for
Crazy.
big
I'd
damage on
rather have
Rag.
just true flight,
Is the
right,
plan.
but
Yeah, of course.
Domo and Lucifron, I kind of have, or Sulfuron. I always
I
get
just
the
wanna see the
Uron
cape off Rag
dudes
drop.
wrong, but
That'd be like so big dick.
yeah, Sulfuron, I probably not gonna do very much damage if I get assigned to a
Yeah.
kicking duty on a
It's like BIS till I think
on an off tank.
Oh, this one.
Get your Hodge already? Yeah,
Who?
I spent a couple weeks trying to get it,
Yeah, that one.
but this
drops
last
out
week I've been
really
farming
fast.
gold.
That one's like even better than most next MS capes.
But
The Shrouded Mist.
one day I'll win it. I think I'll start farming for it again once I have all the gold I need for phase
That
2,
one was good too.
and then I'll get Hodge. Problem is, I kind of want to get Hodge before phase 2 because nobody's going to be doing Hodge runs once phase 2 comes out. I think a lot more people are going to be in PvP, so I think the runs will be a little harder to find. But yeah, trying to get that Hodge.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot actually. It's not.
Hopefully soon.
It's simple. And if people die, you're like locked out for 15
The tank have Pulsar, yep.
It's a pretty cancer fight.
I think he got it like really quickly. I don't even think he had to buy the book. I think he just found it really quickly. I paid a druid to do stealth runs to get Hodge. Took 10 runs, 150 gold.
It's
Yeah,
also
honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be impossible to get one of those things.
that makes sense. I've done a lot of duos and
People that are just gonna camp it
I just haven't won the rolls. Usually I duo with a rogue and
It's like a fucking what?
I also do anger runs with
I ran back in vanilla and you were competing.
I like doing anger runs with 2 people that need to roll on it and then a full 5-man group because it's just really quick.
Or going out to team up with
0%
another
risk. You don't the other rogue that you're doing with doesn't you don't have to worry about them being good or whatever. You just you get in a 5-man group. If
What
only
you do
2
is
people
you have
need
one
it.
guild
It's pretty
protect the one
efficient.
guild that's killing it and you switch off.
Obviously best case scenario is you duo it with a rogue, but sometimes
Yep.
if they're not geared it can be tough to duo.
You should put all the members that need loot in the same raid and have them kill it while everybody else protects it.
That's what we used to do. We used to,
Pulling.
especially on the Zergosh, we used to throw all the rogues in from 2 guilds, and then the rogues
It's
just
a smart thing to do.
Why YouTube and not Twitch? I'm on Twitch as well, Eric. I'm multi-streaming. I'll probably switch to only Twitch soon, but
See, like right there, that
for now I'm doing
happened
both.
doing AoE once.
So if you want
So
to
crazy.
follow me on Twitch, that would be much appreciated.
Warlock bracers.
Also on the Shadowcraft calculations, how much more DPS is it? I mean, I did some really rough numbers in a video just for my character with my gear level, and it was a pretty big damage increase.
Yeah, it has no triggers.
Significant enough that I was confident saying it's better, but obviously different characters, different gear.
Yo, you
Fine,
can
we were alliance because he was
You know, it'll vary, but I think it's pretty valuable. Love your bids, by the way. Thanks, Eric.
do we know about lesser gear banishes?
Good night, Monzo.
But yeah, if you guys prefer Twitch, feel free to
Yeah, why
swap
aren't we
over.
using that?
Yeah, why are we using 30-second banishes?
Oh my
I
god, we
don't
have
know.
warlocks?
We're just so used to having
Downranking.
All this
vanilla,
warlock
low.
move, man.
Dude, he's done before
Oof,
I could even
we had to
talk.
feint.
I was
Did a
spamming
little too
taunt.
much damage
That was
there.
crazy, yeah, right there.
To be fair, we normally don't rebanish it, but we're doing it now.
Yeah, slow strats all day.
Yeah,
Rip.
normally we don't do that.
We had a mage die.
I'm
Unfortunate.
actually not sure who's rebanishing it.
Alright, well, Sulfuron's coming up. Sulfuron, usually there's 4 healers. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Our guild pulls mobs 1 at a time. Oh, thanks for the follow, Obstinate Bison. Our guild usually pulls mobs out 1 at a time, does it really old school, and a lot of times rogues are
Didn't
assigned
expect
to
the bridge
kick
at 38 either.
kick the healers. Thanks for the follow, Mega Aether.
Don't know where
Appreciate it,
they went.
guys. This is Eric. Okay, Obstinate Bacon, you are Eric. It's in the vault
It's
now.
fucking
I'll never
mages are
forget.
gonna have to really pump on the next or the major with polys.
AoE it down 10 times easier. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's just I guarantee it's gonna. Look
I don't call the strats. They're always smooth runs. We've never wiped. It's always really easy.
We're
But
100% accountable today. If
hey, had to
something
go
comes
for
up,
30 minutes or so. Any drops happen? Nope, not a single rogue piece. So
It's true.
you didn't miss anything.
Alright, I'm pulling.
We did have a quick strike ring for the warriors, so that was exciting. I don't think no good items, right? No brutality blade. No mage blade is coming up still.
I mean, if you want, I can just do the kite strat.
No binding.
Not,
Yeah, I don't think anything exciting yet. I don't think anything exciting for anyone else either. There's been no rogue loot, but I don't think
gonna
any
AoE all of them, right?
big items have dropped.
but right, John?
No weapons. I think like a garbage resistance ring dropped and some mediocre tier pieces.
Peak assignments aren't safe.
Son of a bitch.
All good. Perdition's coming up. Yeah, well, we'll see.
We're talking about this one.
Nah, we'll do the safe way on this one.
Ah, bummer. Went to get a nice rat. Well, he didn't miss
Wait,
anything,
it's not
so
a mage,
that's a
it's
plus.
awesome.
But maybe,
We have.
just maybe, we'll get. There's some good loot coming up, right? This guy drops the shoulders, I believe.
I think we can,
Uh,
we can take a vote.
Obviously, Corehound Tooth is right after that, and then Rag. So. Oh, Magmadar
I mean,
too.
the safe
So.
way is 100%
But the next,
guaranteed kill.
Well, the
Both are right.
out of the next 4 bosses,
AoE
3
is
drop good
pretty-
loot
pretty
for me.
safe,
So
to be honest.
maybe we'll see something.
The problem is AoE, it's kicking, right?
No, it's
Cool, exactly.
It's actually you don't. So I think Justin's was there on this.
Remember
fight
to
with me
kick?
when we
Yeah,
tried to-
I might only be
We
kicking.
didn't kick a single
If I get
match,
assigned,
but
like basically how
literally
this
now
works in our
they
guild
heal,
is
like,
we
one
have
person that let
one
themselves
tank
die,
on
so
Sulfuron,
eventually they just die.
one tank on one priest, another tank on
You
another
don't even
priest,
have to
and then a
kick.
lot of times a druid tanking 2 priests. And I always seem to get
We'll do it next time,
assigned to one of the mobs that the druid's tanking. And so he has to tank 2 mobs. So his threat's way lower than like a warrior on a single mob. So like I just for the last 2 weeks I've been just AFK sitting still kicking. So
We had the full raid here with the new warlocks. So
this is a sleeper fight. All right, let me eat my food.
Now good, so you're gonna take.
Loot council, so I don't know if he's allowed to roll. Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to roll on anything today.
Cool, you're gonna bring it all the way up into these funnels up here.
Should I even go for Devil Sword set as a dagger rogue since I am going for 6 set, shadow, and mugger's belt?
Life hoof. Gonna tank. Circle.
You could hold off on it if you want. Okay, I'm on circle. Never lucky. Rip. All right, guys. You excited to watch me sit still and kick? Because it is going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. You guys ready for the big damage? We're going to sit still and we're going to kick the priest. Last week, I tried backstabbing once, instantly pulled aggro. Vanished. Waited like 10 seconds, backstabbed again, instantly pulled aggro. So I'm just going to be AFK.
I got 2 minutes on my fortitude.
AFK kicking.
Refall.
Get ready for the gameplay, guys. I'm assigned to circle, so actually I actually wasn't paying attention to the tank assignments, so that might not be the case this week. But I think if we do it the same as we did last time, I'll be on kick duty and nothing else. But yeah, Junior Gatsby, you can hold off on the double sword if you
So not worth though.
now that Mugger's belt's out, and if you're aiming for that one. How many epics do you need to replace Shadowcraft? I'd go for 3 to 4. 3 to 4, and then switch to the Shadowcraft 4 set, and then
Remember your food buff, guys.
or you could do like 2 set of Devil Sword if you have it, and then like 2 really good into it. Oh, good thing I opened my panel. I almost
If we're doing
did the
it
fight
that
with the
way,
wrong
would
gear.
it be easier for me to just aim shot skull and then drag
Need the bracers too.
right off the bat.
All right, we're 6 set. We're good. We're good. We're good. We have our poison. Yep, we're
I'm
good.
gonna do that then.
It would.
All right, thanks for the follow,
Because Taunt
Jeans
is better
Bung.
anyway.
Well, everyone is
But
ready.
yeah, this is gonna get exciting.
Timer then.
We're gonna be doing
John
some
saved you.
intense,
John saved
high octane
Well,
kicking.
why did he press ready then?
Last time I couldn't even do anything. Like, I tried Sinistering and immediately fainting, and I
That's
just
another one.
instantly pulled aggro. So I'm gonna have to wait like 10 seconds and then DPS really slowly and then vanish, and we'll see how it goes. But last time
So what are we doing?
I was unable to do anything.
I mean, once we actually pull them, but things are different.
I don't think these guys
No.
are immune to stuns. You can't cheap shot them, but you just
No, we're not.
kick. Some
Yeah,
Taekwondo.
we're doing it.
Press ready,
Are we
John, when
ready?
you
Kicking
leave
and
the
sitting.
keyboard.
All right, we're good. You ready?
That's what we're going for here. I think I have all buffs and everything
All right,
good.
here it comes.
Yeah, we should be good.
Jesus, you need to get deadly boss mod.
The multi shot though.
Okay, I'm chilling.
Get that extra parson, dude.
I already have aggro. I already have aggro. I sat still. I have not attacked.
I like it.
All right, one sinister, and then we feint. Oh, the feint dodged. I'm actually... My add-on already says I'm about to pull. I'm backing up. All right, I should be safe to do it. Oh, I instantly pulled. I instantly pulled. You see this? One backstab. What do I have to do? All right.
Just keep them together.
All right, now I'm blade flurrying. Oh my gosh. I hate this fight so much. There's a kick. Well, we got our kicks out, right? We did our responsibilities. Still have TDUs.
Lovely.
Alright, used our T. Gonna get a big slice and dice here. But yeah,
Yeah,
sad fight. Rip the DPS.
Yeah, I did.
But did you guys see that? I ambushed, or I backstabbed once after waiting like 20 seconds, and I instantly pulled aggro. I don't know what it is, but it just happens every time to me.
I barely.
I barely did anything, and I instantly
I
pulled.
I'm still fucking at 9.
How?
Because I don't have any other hit gear. I'm an orc.
Yeah, my hand is orc too.
Why would you not go
Man, honestly, top 5, considering I couldn't attack for the
Nice
first
play.
like 30 seconds, that's really good.
I mean, to be fair, you can get off some
Yeah, I don't
pretty
even know
fat
if I can roll for these.
overloads
We'll see.
with, Berserking.
Oh, the shoulders are so good,
They're
but
just
it's gonna
toss.
break my Shadowcraft.
Alright,
It'd be
while
much
he's
better on
doing the
someone
loot,
else.
guys, let's move on. We have lots
I don't know
of
what to do
trash
about those
there.
shoulders. I might honestly roll and then trade them to someone else. Feint, bro. Yeah, you know, heist. I pressed backstab, and before I could even feint, I pulled aggro. I literally did nothing.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I walked up to the boss and instantly pulled. We'll see. This guy's rolling.
Oh,
But this should be allowed to roll. We'll see.
Yeah, we're tanks are stunned yet too.
Whatever, I'm rolling. I'm hitting roll. I'm gonna lose anyway. These guys rolled high. We're gonna cancel the shoulders. It's fine. I lost the roll anyway. I don't think I'm gonna get them.
I'll do that.
Might as well just give them to Sapped and then while we move on.
How many Night Slayer pieces to replace 6-piece Shadowcraft for Dagger Rogue? I'd say 3 to 4. 3 to 4, and then you start incorporating. It's not that 3 to 4 pieces are better than Shadowcraft, it's that 3 to 4 pieces plus what you can replace Shadowcraft with, right? So you can get your Devil Sword back in.
Looks like a sacrifice to me.
You can get 4-set Shadowcraft, or you can run a.
So ballast is
What's the other thing you can do?
I already have
Just run like Cadaverous Armor, the Bracers of Eclipse. Those are all really good. How did you know when to quick? What were you interrupting? I've only done MC once. So I have an add-on called Enemy Cast Bars. And so I saw a cast bar above his head, and then I kicked, and he was kicking a heal that it heals for a ton. So if you let the heal go through, it's gonna really slow down
Fuck the ropes.
everything. So I kicked the heal. And you also have DBM. DBM tells you to kick as well. So there's 2 things that help me kick. I've been pugging raids, managed to get Purds, and 2-piece tier 2, 2-piece tier 3. Okay, I think I know what you mean, but yeah. From free rolls, still only at 5-piece Shadowcraft. Yeah, that's funny that you got your raid gear from pugging faster than your Shadowcraft. Are you using swords or daggers? I'm using daggers. Also, Quartz now works with Classic, worth installing over Classic cast bars. I don't really like that cast bar thing that Quartz does. This is like a big bar, right? Maybe I haven't configured it well, but in the past I didn't like using Quartz. In retail, at least. But yeah. So the shoulders dropped, which is sweet. But they went to a different rogue. The other rogue hadn't had that many drops, and he's been with the guild since the start, so I'm glad he got the shoulders.
Don't fuck, you just fucking jinxed it.
I think he only has a couple of pieces, right? He's got head, belt, and that's it. Yeah, head, belt, and then he just now gets the shoulders. Actually, no, wait, I don't know if he's given them the out yet. Oh, he might be holding them, and then we'll figure out who to give it to. Missed the boss. What dropped? The Night Slayer shoulders. And I still don't know who they are going to, but I think they're figuring it out. It went to our class leader.
Find out which rogue has lockpicking.
All your BOEs belong to us.
He's about to get fucking
All
Lionheart
BOE
pattern
should be
right in
sent
front of
to
me.
Moomba for disenchanting, so we can start enchanting the rain.
That's a good idea. See, that's why Da Vinci left. He didn't get the
Yeah,
free
I need to remember to take out my fire res, but I use fire res against these guys too. They can one-shot you. Yeah, sick. Night Slayer shoulders. Those are really good. They're probably the best piece of
I mean,
tier
that's what I
1
meant, like,
question
if you
mark.
can send the BOEs to him, he
I
can
feel like
start
they're the best
getting
piece
the
of tier
stuff.
1. Not only are they a huge upgrade over any other shoulder, but they're not a tier 2 slot. So while like the tier 1 head and the tier 1 legs are really good, they're not quite as good as the shoulders because you could get tier 2, if that makes sense. There's more pieces at the slot. The shoulders are rarer to get, right? There's only one option. So yeah, I think the shoulders are the best piece of tier 1. How much does your fire res add up to? I think like over 100 with the totem, but without the totem like 80-ish. We'll see once this stuff. My fire resistance is down 50, so 95. I have 95 fire res unbuffed.
But yeah, the goal is
Oh,
to
sorry. Also,
save you guys money in the
of
long run
Gift
with
of the
it.
Wild from Druids. So it's 75 unbuffed, 95 with Gift of the Wild, and then like 100,
If you were on an RP server,
30
that
something
arcane
with
robe
the
would have
Shaman
sold
totem.
for a lot.
Shoulders and the belt probably. Yeah, the belt's great, but the I can get a new mouse. It's starting to double click.
Sometimes I wish I went on roleplay.
Yeah, the belt's really good. I think the shoulders are a fair bit better, but yeah, the belt's really good. That makes sense. I agree with that sound.
Seriously, the big RP
Like the boots,
servers,
the
they're
bracers, they suck.
pretty big.
The head, the legs, you can get tier 2. The chest is not that good,
Yeah, it's in
especially
French
compared to
one,
like
ED.
cadavers.
I play on
Whatever
ED.
that one is.
It's like barely better if you value
Shit.
stamina.
You can cyber on
Oh, the
any
gloves aren't that
server.
great. So yeah, I think it's pretty easily.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that.
No,
Pretty easily, shoulders and belt are the best tier 1.
Need a rebuff.
What do you
But
need?
yeah,
to
I
be-
love Golemac. You just get to do so much damage. You don't have to think about it.
Spirit.
Are you gonna farm for Hodge? Yep. Probably the next couple days. I need a little more gold for some stuff for phase 2, and then I'll go for Hodge again.
I actually charged $5.
Bracers are decent. Stamina for PvP, that's about it.
Yeah, that one's 10 gold. Sorry.
I feel like Bracers of the Eclipse are still better. I mean, set piece is gonna be decent, but aren't Bracers of the Eclipse still better for PvP? I feel like the Bracers just kind of suck in general. What weapons are you using? Playing Rogue 2 right now for the Vice Knight in Classic. Considering to try daggers. Sword's just so crowded. I'm playing a typical combat spec. It's in the YouTube description as well. I'll put that on Twitch too. I'll have to set up like an icon for it. It's more work on Twitch, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys.
This week I'll actually be wearing my tanky.
But yeah, daggers is fun. I'm just doing a typical combat dagger build though that you can find in the description. I am up to 70 Angerforge kill, no Hodge. Yeah, rip. That's kind of why I don't have it. I mean, I've had it drop, but I've lost it.
Yeah, indisputably.
What mouse do you have? I don't have a fancy mouse, like a Razer with a bunch of buttons.
I don't know about that one.
It's a pretty normal mouse, but now it is a double-clicking mouse, which is annoying.
Pull to waifu on the right. Diego, pull to me.
Is spending 3 extra points on combat for adrenaline worth it?
Give me the
If you're raiding, yeah. Adrenaline rush is really good for
Say
raiding.
when there's 3 seconds left.
What weapons are you using?
I got big wigs.
We'll get DBM.
Oh, for some reason I
like
completely thought you said spec. Yeah, I'm using Gutcore, Ripper, and Bone Scraper.
Yeah, if we gotta do it, you gotta do it.
Hey, the thing said DBM or big wigs.
Check
I think
again.
it did actually. I think it did actually say
And then when you question
Yeah, I'm
it
just waiting
last
for
time,
the
it
pull
said
here,
we're gonna
and
remove big wigs and only go
with
for
Golemag,
DBM.
you wait for a Crusader proc, pop all your cooldowns.
I don't remember this.
It's
I
pretty
know-
pretty face roll fight. I'm gonna vanish early.
Nothing. I don't know anything. Are we good?
4 runs.
Do a ready check maybe. Just
You're doing duo trio. Oh, doing a
All of
trio
them,
rogue.
healers
Yeah.
are ready, food buffs,
That's
guys.
pretty lucky, Tanguy, but yeah, the rogue runs are really efficient.
12
You just
left,
do
great.
2 to 3 rogues going in there for anger. It's the best way to do it.
Wait.
All right. You guys almost made me forget my poison.
Run out of food buffs. You can trade me.
You guys need to be watching out for me.
Then we're good.
All right, there's poison.
All right, give me 3
After
seconds
phase
left.
2, it drops from Emperor. Did you know?
Are we ready?
Is that actually true?
Yeah, we're ready.
Is it going to switch or is it going to drop from both?
I could be the DBM timer. 10. I gotta use an
We got 5
Five,
seconds.
Alright, you
Four,
got 3 right.
3
Three.
seconds.
I hadn't
Two,
heard that, Junior Gatsby,
one.
that Anger's going to, or
Oh.
Hodge is going to switch who it drops from. Okay. I'm going to go in now. Okay, now we just wait for a Crusader proc. Keep up our slice and dice. I'm gonna vanish now. Probably don't need it, but you know, just in case. Keeping up slice and dice. No Crusader proc yet. If at like 40%. We still haven't gotten a Crusader proc. I'll just have to go ahead and pop CDs. I'm popping everything now. I'm worried about execute.
This boss. Fuck me.
No Crusader proc.
Risen spike.
Yeah. So,
Do we pull for slice and dice? I'm gonna have this right here.
My crits are doing 300 less damage on this boss. This is such fucking bullshit.
Okay, we used our T. I was trying to hold the T a little bit. Oh, I just now get Crusader. Rip.
What do you want to fork out 12 Arcanine?
I could have saved T. I wanted to use it while it was energy efficient, but I could have gotten something there, but the boss turned around, no backstabs.
That was last night I made that.
Oh, I can't shift out of this.
Nice.
This game's broken.
Oh, that's
an Obsidian Edge blade.
I'm returning this game to GameStop.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think I could have done anything better in the fight. I think I played it fine.
Yeah,
Well, no Crusader proc kind of sucked.
Obsidian Edge blade,
And
nobody wanted it, and then I was like, you know what, I want it.
no, just
and
think.
now everybody
I don't know what
wants
else I could have done,
Dude,
honestly.
that's how it feels when you're a tank. You just get sanctioned.
Are we gonna check out the Shadowcraft procs again?
The hunter chest is mine.
Energy generated. Unreal, dude. How does this guy do it? How does he do it?
A new warrior.
How does he have so many? This guy just always has the Shadowcraft procs. That sword spec is just going off, I guess.
We're clearing.
All right.
I think, right? I have no idea.
Damage.
I assume if we didn't take a break that we're just not gonna take a break.
I think people are just incrementally taking breaks.
Just Crusader on the offhand garrison.
Onyxia, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think
Inspect
breaks should be
X-Smoke.
Onyxia,
X-Smoke has
Yeah.
hit gear,
I like it how you're starting
the
to roll on the tier
Corehound
clicks
Tooth in the
when
main
you
hand,
want to do a round robin and you
and
don't
the
asking us what we want to do.
Onyxia buff. That's the big boy damage increase is the Ani buff.
That's a big roll.
But yeah, I can inspect here in a sec. X-Smoke's dumpstering everyone in damage today too. Where
Except for the
are
warlocks. The
they
warlocks
at?
seems to be rolling for everything.
Up here.
Yeah, all the tier's trash.
It's Corehound Tooth, Alcors, full hit gear, and then the the Ani buff faded. I wonder if they had Ani buff for that one.
The tailoring one's better.
Really?
You guys wreck MC so easily. Yeah, it's pretty easy once you've done it a few times. This is like our 5th or 6th run, so it's pretty clean.
Sideswipe.
You get a Scarlet Chris. Is it worth rolling that over the Bone Scraper? I mean, I got both.
The UMS spec currently?
So they're so close. Bone Scraper's like slightly better, ever so slightly better than Chris for PvE only. PvE rating
I'm
only.
not gonna lie, I told you to switch.
But in PvP, I use Scarlet Chris.
Yeah, but I saw a video of Vegeta blowing up on the DPS meters on Onyxia with MS.
But yeah, Bone Scraper is slightly better for rating, but Chris is better for PvP because of the stamina. Geddon is not immune to poison. Only Gar and Ragnaros is immune to poison. Geddon is not immune to poison.
Kanji, you'll go in.
I don't think that is true.
I'm currently dual wield Fury.
I can't say for certain, but I don't think that's true.
So I'll take that weapon.
How do you get threat meter from details? You hit this thing, options.
You're in dead, right?
You just hover over here.
Yes.
Plugins, raid.
Yeah, so swipe. If I give you this shit, you fucking 200 Fury next week, you bring in boss, you're working on your fucking gear, you get an enchanted Crusader, the fucking lot. So I want you to see at least Crusader enchanted.
Oh my god.
Do you have a job? Yes, I have a job. Full-time job.
Congrats, man.
I only play on nights and weekends.
Huge.
We'll be trying out Shadowlands. We'll have to see what Classic's looking like at the time that it launches. If I'm like bored in Classic, then yeah, I would give it a go. I always end up, when WoW Classic didn't exist, I always ended up going back and trying the expansions anyway. But for retail. But we'll see how Classic's doing.
Kanji.
But yeah, we're getting close to the rag.
You got good gear, gear?
Okay. What is my assignment?
Of course, man.
Okay.
Dude, does everyone have a Savage Glad chain but me? Fuck off.
Right.
Dude, I
Whisper.
spent 50 hours from level 52.
That's it? Oh, man.
To level 59.
Vanish targets. Question mark?
590.
Yeah, so on this fight, we have the rogues stop DPS a little bit towards the end of the fight, and
Where is
find a healer that we're
Sword.
assigned
I gave
to.
up.
Cheap shot it, kidney
Yeah,
shot
I
it.
just got ogre
Basically how the fight
whatever that
works.
is, I don't
So did
tribute.
I.
The big boys,
Alright,
we're going to
how many
be
runs did
tanking
you say?
4 of at a time, and
how
the
many tanks are you
healers,
using
we
here?
polymorph. But
Just
once
one of
the
them.
big boys die,
We're doing
the healers can no longer be polymorphed. So
we
as
talked
soon
about?
as they break out of the polymorphs, we have the rogues
After
CC
the league's done?
the healers, just to make sure that it goes smoothly, that there's no healer running through the raid, AoEing down, killing everyone. So,
I'll just call it out.
are you planning on ranking if you have a full-time job? Nope.
I think it'll be
I'm just gonna PvP for fun, man. Hopefully I get some,
Statue,
get to a
side
point where I
rogues.
get some good gear, but I'll be doing a lot of
Other side
battlegrounds.
mages.
But no aspirations for like rank 14 or
I
anything.
just
I
need to
don't know
who are tanking.
how easy it will be to rank.
Tanks are going to be in Guardian,
I did not
Stone,
rank in
Life
original
Food,
vanilla. I didn't even hit 60.
Just
So
Major Domo.
I'm just gonna see how it goes.
Life Food is going to take.
And this guy really needs to get new
Pay
shoulders.
attention now, tanks. Life Food
He's had these shoulders
skull,
for so long.
Triangle.
I'm tired of looking at him, to be honest.
And Gotti, myself, is on X and Diamond. Negligence, you're on Circle and Square.
Alright, do we have our stealth stuff yet? No, we're still working on it. But I'll have a target that I'm gonna have to go vanish. Cheap shot, kidney, middle of the fight to make stuff easier on us. But that means I'm gonna try and pop my CDs
The way we do it in Mongrels.
early
is
on.
sheep the
Get a
little
quick
guys,
vanish.
Kill the big guys.
Oh, I can't vanish. I
by
forgot.
one.
Yeah, I have to save my vanish. So this fight's a little
Once the
awkward.
last big guy
You have to be
dies,
really careful of aggro. But
Rogues will vanish. Cheap shot
Wait,
the
did you
little
say
guys.
X twice?
yeah, I kind of not sure how PvP is
I
gonna
think you
go.
did, 'cause I was typing as I was listening to you.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna be stressing out over the ranks. I'm just gonna PvP,
So I got it.
do a bunch of battlegrounds. If I'm like close to a rank, maybe I would like play extra or something to try and get it. Okay, I'm on diamond.
So when Moon dies, rogues will vanish. Cheap shot there, targets. Give the tanks
Love the
a
vids. Almost 58 orc rogue. Any good daggers out the gate? You can buy a Shadowfoot stabber right now. You could also solo plugger runs for a Barman Shanker right now. I think you can equip Scarlet Chris right now, so you can buy that one as well. So right now, you actually have access to pretty much all the good daggers. You could try and get Bone Scraper, but it's a pretty low drop rate, pretty hard to get. But those are the ones I would recommend elitist. Okay, I need to eat my food buff.
So my targets are being killed last. And I'm full
Just
fury.
quick classic.
Okay.
Couldn't handle the toxicity. Gave
Alright,
away
we
1k
should have-
gold to a friend.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's funny.
Should be okay. Yeah, the important bit is to tank. the
Couldn't
melee.
handle the
Big guys
toxicity.
away from
You need to
each
find a
other.
guild, man.
Yeah,
Or you needed to.
You don't
So
do
it's
any
just
fight shots.
Nah, just drag Moon off to the.
You only need 4 mages.
near these little funnels.
I don't think can you even
That
polymorph
medicine
these
tank
guys?
is
I don't know. We always just polymorph 4. We have plenty of
squares,
mages
maybe a
though.
little bit nearer. I'll tank
I didn't realize Bone
X,
Scraper was low drop rate. You just got it today.
Skull is, and
Yeah, it
Skull
took me like,
tanked
you know,
over here.
over 30 runs to get it.
Where we are now.
Alright,
Shadowfoot Stabber is so worth it. Yeah, they're super cheap. Yep.
Okay.
But I figure I'm
Just
staying
important
swords
that
because
the
it's more
the
DPS,
big
right?
guys are away from each other.
Nah. It's not more DPS once you get raid daggers. Pre-raid, swords is. So if you're trying to do as much damage pre-raid, go with the swords.
heals
But
assigned.
if you want to go
Yep.
for daggers,
Okay, food buffs.
you can swap. For offhand, you want to get a distracting dagger from Darmal? Only, yeah, sure, pre-raid, but eventually you're going to replace it once you get Age Core Leather Gloves. You could also use Mugger's Belt. But yeah, you can get the distracting dagger too, but that one takes more work to get as well.
Good to go.
I don't know the drop rate on that one. I didn't even go for it because I always had the gloves.
There's
But
a few of you are lacking pots as well, so please check.
okay, should be good on consumes.
Alright, what's the timer?
Hemo is the only true way to go. I was Hemo is good for swords PvP.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I haven't played Hemo PvP in a
ready?
while.
Yep.
Raid dagger versus raid swords, pretty close.
10 seconds.
I would say probably
5 seconds.
5,
raid swords might be a tiny
4,
bit higher.
Send your vote in.
I used to say that they're
2,
pretty close.
1.
They still are, but I went through and looked at a bunch of logs, and I see sword rogues are usually above the dagger rogues. We don't stack them. I can't slice and dice. Unfortunate. I mean, can't play 3. Yeah, I'd say swords have the tiny edge in PvE, but I prefer them in PvP.
So the mage, the battle res on
And
Drax.
it's so slight that like good play makes up for it,
Can you move X
and
back
it's
to
not
me?
like It's very
got it.
insignificant, I think, the damage difference.
Can
But
you move the X
I can't deny that if you look at Warcraft logs, for the very, very top
damage
players,
play.
that swords are usually a little bit ahead of daggers.
Stuttering.
So it'd be disingenuous not to mention that.
Moon's next. No moon.
Okay.
Moon.
But yeah, I like daggers for PvP better, so that's why I'm going with them. And they're all very good in raid still, just as good as you're still gonna be a top damage dealer. Just swords might be a tiny bit better. Okay, I'm gonna run away anyway. Get ready for my vanish.
Royce, get ready. Thanks.
We're gonna go
So I'm gonna sit
on
here,
triangle
wait for him to
first.
come out.
Stack 'em up, stack 'em
That
up.
was awkward. Well, you're supposed to vanish cheap shot, but
Triangle.
I got taken out of stealth, so that didn't go quite according to plan, but whatever. We got the boss under control.
After.
I just popped my CDs, and damage shield went out. Feels bad. Feels bad. Yeah, we're not gonna do well on this one.
Kanji's dead.
What just happened?
Star is out.
Purple.
Big heals.
Star.
I don't know what is going on.
What the fuck just happened?
No heals.
No idea what's going on.
I don't know who we're killing. This is a Fiesta. Usually our kills are really clean on this guy.
Star.
I thought they'd faded. That was just a really bad mistake by me at the end. Before that, I stopped damage, but
Heals of
Rip.
negligence.
I already used Innervate earlier on Malone.
Heal negligence.
Circle.
what a Fiesta. I guess I got distracted by the Fiesta. That was a mistake at the end though, to attack straight into the shield. For some reason I thought it had expired, but yeah, playing pretty bad today, to be honest. That's a shake with the CDs and the shield. Yeah, that kind of sucked.
I'm dead.
Are we actually gonna wipe on this guy?
They just decided to start shadow shocking everyone infinitely.
Yeah, we've literally never wiped this guy. It's never been close. I don't know what had happened, but just everyone died.
Bug? Anyone know? It's like my combat log says that
Yeah, do it, Kobius. No one release.
Cap, where are you, dude? Because these guys.
Did everyone just get shadow shocked?
Yeah, Justin and.
A lot of people
Jack
took damage
got
from
all
shadow
these
shock.
on
I guess
attack.
people are talking in TeamSpeak that it might be a bug. That just like the whole raid started dying to shadow shock.
Sideswipe, please run back.
Yeah, so Jackass needs to run back. Ballast, it should be in range.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was a bug. Some people in TeamSpeak are saying they think it's a bug,
You
but
should be good now.
Is it because we stack them?
but yeah, we usually kill it really
Weird,
clean,
but
and then
never
just
saw
everyone just died.
that's not supposed to happen at all.
Fresh level 60 raid, not quite, but yeah. Zatar, what do you think on this? I'm running a mix of tier gear and Cadaverous for PvP because of the stam. Do I use Cadaverous leggings to complete the 4-set, or Devil Sword legs for the crit?
What's the mechanic? How does it work then?
I don't know. I don't feel like resistance is that
They
good
just
as a rogue.
decided to randomly start
You can get
casting
really
a
lucky
shadow
and resist
spell
like
on
one
instead of the
key
tank,
spell,
just random
and it's
people.
great and all, but I prefer the damage. I prefer to go for the one-shots. A lot of matchups, you just need to kill them, and it's not about like resisting things. I will admit there's a couple spells. If you like resist a death coil, it's a huge deal. If you resist a mage freeze or something like that, that's huge. But besides that, most of the time you're just like trying to one-shot people.
So the way it works,
and I don't think resistance is that great.
The healers.
But in your
1000 damage
situation,
shadow bolts at raid members
if
in
you're
range.
already using a lot of Cadaverous and it's
That's
just
all it does, but it was like doing it like
a slight drop in damage for some resistances, it might be worth it. But I'd probably go with the Devil Sword,
That's why you split them.
especially if you need the 5% hit. So I would say pretty confidently Devil Sword is probably going to be best, but maybe in
They
your
were casting
situation,
it, like,
the
Together,
Cadaverous
one
set makes
after the
sense.
other.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Done.
I have 50 Shadow Res and 25 Frost Res. Let's do the Blood Fang hit too. Yeah, that'd be good. Shadow and Frost are the two big ones. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Never wiped on this guy before, but for whatever reason, it's just everyone just started dying.
First time we've wiped on this one.
It's the first time we've wiped in weeks.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we haven't actually wiped in general.
Yeah.
Not just to this boss, but if you look at the damage taken, not that many people died to Reflector. Right?
Which one of our priests has the most spirit right now? Like, who's gonna get the most juice? At
Domo.
Innervate?
Not that many people died to Reflector. I see even like minimal Reflector damage. It's almost all Shadow Shock, so I don't know what the Shadow Shock happened, but like even like warriors and stuff, they're taking mostly Shadow Shock damage.
Ballast is being innovated by
Actually, yeah. I'm not a noob, guys. I'm not a noob. I only did like a couple hundred damage to myself with the shield. I didn't even screw up. I just got Shadow Shocked for like all my HP.
Oh, can you summon us back there?
I didn't realize that. I thought I had screwed up and like reflected myself to death.
Yeah.
No, I just got Shadow Shocked in one shot.
If you need it.
Look at your your DPS meter for Geddon. You'll see you did damage poison. I actually didn't have poison on for Geddon. I had a dense sharpening stone. I put one on at Gar and I use it for Gar and Geddon. Interrupts missed. I don't think you can interrupt these guys? Question mark. Can you? I don't think you can kick these, right? I play a rogue on Horde Benediction. Rather go dagger. I'm waiting on Purds. Would you bid on Gecko Ripper till then, or grab a sword if possible? Well, I'm not even in a DKP guild, and I ended up with the. Just make sure. Okay, I got my consume sorted out. I'm not even in a DKP guild, and I ended up with a Gutgore. It's a tough decision, man, because if you get a Gutgore, you kind of screw yourself over the better daggers. But at the end of the day, it's really good. So, I mean, if you know for certain that you would get the first Perdition Blade based on DKP situation, maybe hold on till that drops. But if you're not like first in line with the DKP, I would go with just get a Gutgore Ripper. You're going to want it when Phase 2 comes out. Just a good purple main hand. Is that attack speed echo you have on the keybind? Was the drop rate like in your experience? I didn't farm the attack speed echo. I just bought one on the AH. I bought a few. I only use them on Rag. Torn War Stomp works for sure. Yeah, you can stun these guys, but you can't kick them.
So do you want the sheeps to not be migrated where they were? Do you want them to be like near each respective elite?
We'll kill, basically when it kills.
But yeah, I don't know what happened on this fight. Just everybody died to Shadow Shock. Maybe it's a bug.
Spread out.
But we actually have not wiped in a few weeks, so I was really this is a really easy fight too. So I was surprised that just like everyone was dying. And I mean, it happened to me too. I thought I screwed up with the reflector, but no, I just got Shadow Shocked out of nowhere. And it just did like 3k damage. I have 4k health buffed, and I got one shot by the Shadow Shock and then like a little bit of reflector damage. Does it actually show me here? Shadow Shock. Look at this. Shadow Shock hits me for 1,000. Shadow Shock hits me for 900. Shadow Shock hits me for 800. It all happened so fast. Shadow Shock hits me for 1,200. How did it happen so fast? Boom, 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 dead. 4 Shadow Shocks that quickly. And I thought I died in like a second, honestly. So I don't know what the deal was there, but we're gonna get it this time. Easy fight. Don't know what happened, but we're gonna kill this, run over to Rag, and see what we get. 2 chances at daggers here. So that's always exciting. And hopefully we can get something here. Corehand Tooth from this upcoming one. I haven't heard anything in TeamSpeak in a while. I'm gonna double check that I'm still there. I don't see anyone talking, so I think we're good. Next time I get in, you gotta try poisons. I double checked on Warcraft logs, and he is not immune to poison. Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird, though. Basically, I have a similar bug. The Baron Geddon is you're saying is not immune to poisons. Gar is not immune to bleeds. It's weird that back-to-back elementals in Molten Core raid
Alright, so
bosses
same as last time.
are randomly not immune
Well,
to things they should
this
be.
time we're not grouping them up, the little guys.
It's so weird.
The tanks, just pick them up and take them to where you tank the big guys. Okay. Any questions? Any queries?
Okay, I see. The shoulders ended up going to him. Okay. So he's got the 3 set now. Nice.
Wonderful. How are we looking heals? We're good on buffs?
Should be good to go.
But yeah, with 6 set,
Tell me when.
Shadowcraft and 2 raid pieces, like
Deal, this
the
time,
best
stand-
2, really.
Stand there and send the pet on Major Domo, please.
I just really want daggers at this point. That's what I'm going for. So the next 2 bosses are where the
Tanks on the right.
where the drops are at for me. So hopefully,
got you.
hopefully you get something.
Ready?
Core Hound incoming.
Yep.
You guys always call it and then
5.
5,
jinx it.
4, 3, 2.
Handsman Shaman immediately pulled the boss. It's funny. But yeah, just not too much here. Applying slice and dice.
We're gonna get on
Whacking the
square
boss.
next. Is it closer? Or move,
Am I gonna
move,
save
move.
CDs for the healers? I think I am.
Magic.
Oh, we switched to diamond? I don't... Interesting kill order, but whatever. There's a DPS loss. Unfortunate.
Reshoot, reshoot, reshoot.
Square.
What chest are you wearing? Shadowcraft. It's part of my 6 set.
X.
Thanks, get ready to pick up the
Damage shield.
Damage shield.
By the time it's
Putting in
done.
melee.
Alright. I'm on diamond. I'm just gonna get ready for my vanish.
Rose, get ready.
Shields off. We're gonna get on circle first.
Well, I died for my assignment, but whatever. I'll take that. Unfortunate I die again and lose consumes, but it's my job to stun the healer. The healer was on coals.
Star.
So we died to complete the assignment. RIP, but I guess I'd do it again. How good is 6P shot? Just unfortunate. Looks like you're wearing
Fine,
some
I'm
other
purple.
chest at the moment.
Heals on the gut.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
Go to Justin's.
I think. Yeah, I've had my fire resist in just for this last boss, which is a noob move, but
Magic on triangle.
I should get like an add-on for that. I'm so greedy. I equip shadow or fire resistance because I don't want to die to trash, and then every once in a while I'll forget to unequip it, and which is like a huge deal. Right? What's the point of farming all the gear and then just not equipping the right things? Stun the healer, keep the poly up. I don't think you can poly. All the polys, the healers are immune to polymorph once all of the big guys die.
Okay, good.
Yeah, look at that. See, look, it was even worth it. Fire resistance ended up being worth it because I died on the coals.
Oh man.
Have we had a
wow.
week where we didn't get the leaf or
Somebody
the eye?
called it.
No,
We get it every week.
no dagger.
Yeah,
and
it's
the leaf
fucking
against
sucks.
The strategy seems very
Okay,
strange to you.
alright.
Yeah, I mean, you do what you do. You follow the raid strats and you get your
I'm
loot.
guessing that was a roll. Reese.
But yeah, some weird strats. Man, I've died so many times today. It's actually kind of pathetic. Not gonna lie.
Last leader curse, money.
I mean, some of them,
That's
some of them, I don't think I did anything wrong. I don't think I did anything wrong this time.
Yes.
But I mean, I kind of screwed up the last fight, and I screwed up the first fight. But a lot of just unlucky deaths.
Well deserved.
Definitely screwed up a couple times though. Can we get a res?
Cauterize and banned. We can't, I mean, the
Are we supposed to run back,
I have rotated, so.
or are we just
Yeah,
like
that's
leaving
good.
one person to res? So I'm
Hey,
kinda
we're
still dead.
rolling it.
Oh, you
A
kidding
lot of
me?
people roll for the band.
go.
Oh, healers, yeah.
95 to 100.
Yeah.
One more chance at Purd. You keep one big guy alive, then start killing healers one by one,
That guy
keeping the rest
hasn't
polymorph.
gotten
That makes sense,
like
Hugo.
the first day of raiding,
I
so-
think we use a lot of old school vanilla
Oh, yeah,
strategies
he's been here, he's
that like the raid leaders
full
used to do
tested.
back in vanilla. But I mean, for the most part, the strats run smooth, so there might not be like the best
PvP dredger.
strats that you can do, but they work. So
Probably the only slot for a weapon that has fire res on it.
NPCs are immune after 50% of the guys die.
That's true.
Oh, it's always after the fourth guy dies.
That's a
That makes
great
sense. That
reason,
makes sense
though.
why
These are
what
fantastic
Hugo
reasons.
said doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that actually is.
Are you planning on raiding with daggers? Well, I mean, I'm kind of doing that right now, electrolytes.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you, man.
So no one.
I mean, you can let them move off the coals at least.
Is it
The
time?
problem is,
fuck 'em.
Bunch of
Yeah.
cunts.
see this? I died
whistled
stunning the
all the
boss, or
healers.
stunning the healing assignment, and I don't get a res, unfortunately.
Nah, yeah, I told all the healers don't res those motherfuckers. Make them walk.
Ryuken's coming in.
We could just summon him.
So Bone Reaver drops next, so you don't jinx. Yeah, a Bree would be cool.
They got rizzed.
I mean, you can let them move. Yeah, the only reason I didn't let them move off the coals is because I didn't have sprint. I'm pretty sure I didn't have sprint. And last time, they move way faster than me. So if I don't stun him on the coals, I won't catch up to him. I won't stun him. I won't complete the assignment. Now, would it have mattered in the fight? Who knows? Probably not. But, you know, if I'm told to stun the boss or the mob, I'm gonna stun the mob. So yeah, I could have waited for the coals, but then what was the point of stunning if at that point they're pretty far
Hey,
away?
I like you and all, but I definitely don't
But yeah,
wanna go farm that
so I
fucking
died
thing.
for the assignment. You know, there goes all my consumes. Rip.
How long does
Devil Sword only 170. Yeah, Devil Sword's going down a lot. I think I paid about 300 for it. 270 maybe.
With
Maybe.
Yash.
Oh really? Wow, what a good stuff.
Yeah, they replaced it with Yash.
Which
Wait, I thought
barely anyone ever gets.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I'd like to do top DPS on all the fights, but sometimes you have assignments, sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But yeah, today we did not do too well.
I don't wear a dress.
But it is what it is.
Fucking link it. Hold on.
Are you playing with guildies or randoms? Guildies. If this was randoms, we would have wiped more than one time, and
No, hold on, I'm looking for it.
and you'd see a lot less consumable usage, and less, you know, sketchier strategies.
No, I'm looking for it. It's the,
Yeah, it's a guild run.
one, I think.
They did a lava surgery all the way in there. Yeah, those staff look so nice.
That one.
What about if Acura drops? I don't think. I think it just goes to tanks.
And where does that come from?
That's next.
It goes to tanks.
That's intriguing.
And then I think it might go to hunters. I think the hunters
Yeah,
said
they
that
said up
they
until now.
want to pass the
Yeah,
Onyxia
that is
tooth
a
to like
good
all the
stat.
melee and let the. No, I don't think I'm allowed to roll on Encore.
It's a little bit of healing on it.
It's like
Tanks always a priority. Kind of sucks, but pretty much all guilds do it. And even though we've killed Rag a bunch, haven't had that many Acuras. I think just one. So, they're still going to tanks.
Romantic night in as well, if you want.
Main tanks should get Acura, but Rogues IMO after. I think they're giving it to all the
Alright,
tanks
so just in
Yeah,
reverse.
that's the real stuff.
and then I think they might even give it to Hunters after. Hunters need hit more than
Heal it
Rogues,
by
to be
up
honest.
300.
You got to acknowledge
Oh my
that.
God.
That's a warlock stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bandage real quick just so I don't die like a noob.
There one more surge or something.
There's a trick with lava. As soon as you take damage, jump, and it just times right so that you hardly take any damage. You see how I haven't taken any damage yet?
Not melee.
Doesn't work forever, but for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on. I literally know it's right here. I literally knew exactly the spot, and I was jumping on it, and I was
If
failing.
melee use their fire red spots there, they just waste 5 gold. So.
But yeah,
And just run around.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna jump to position, and I'm gonna buff up. Boom, boom. I'll do my fire as Juju. Why not? All right, let's catch up. You can skip the tick. Yep, that's what I was doing. I was doing it, and then I screwed up my jump, and then just couldn't find the little lip. But you know.
Alright, we had a shit hot rag kill last week. More of the same.
But I actually knew this spot. I don't know why I
Life
kept
will
missing it.
be off tanking.
I think I was just a little bit off.
You will be still be getting out on the melee.
Yeah, but
Life will be taunting when you see.
you need to know that tip if you do like lava runs. But I should have enough time to pre-pot my fire red still. Your response time to chat is pretty
See
impressive.
that
I'm
diamond
trying.
goal?
Hey, if I'm gonna die multiple times,
Flying off the screen.
Yeah, that's when you.
I should at
charge
least
it.
have a quick response time, right? If I'm gonna die reading chat. Spot to the right of you where you tried is easier
I
IMO.
believe he's been resisting like 90% of them, so you
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
have to.
I think I know what you're talking about.
What's
Okay.
your fire rate's up to life loop anyway?
Let me make sure.
Right now,
Get all my gear in right.
I have 254.
Okay, we got our 6-set Shadowcraft. We got everything right. Unlike last fight, lol.
You can literally have him main tank the entire.
Good luck on
boss.
Purd or
Yeah, I bought a
pants.
bunch of shit.
I don't know if I'm allowed to roll on pants either.
And, yeah,
I don't know if I'm allowed to
you
roll on
gotta-
Purd.
you get
Feels bad, man.
certificates, so-
Yeah, like with that much FR with the totem.
But,
you can just never lose rag aggro.
I still haven't seen Purds yet. I've seen a few people with it out in the world. Thanks for the follow, Kenzer. Ooh. Now you only jinx it? Yeah.
267.
There was one guy that just kept calling it, like, directly, like, you were going to get it.
Wiping the floor with
Not
me.
trying to
And,
brag or
yeah,
anything
didn't get it,
over here,
unfortunately.
but,
Realistically,
I'm pretty fucking legit.
Alright,
anything
pre-potting.
over 330 is kinda
My
useless
fire
though,
res.
ain't it?
Anything over
I think I have everything I need.
Oh, it's
I could have had a
315, yeah,
fire
right.
water. Oh, good thing I remembered. Where's my stone?
Quite a lot of it this week.
Dent stone on the offhand.
With the worth, which you should do.
I don't have a fire water this week.
If it
Normally
does
I'd use a
happen to
fire
some
water
edge,
if I had one, but they're pretty
we'll have
expensive.
life with marking targets, pick them up. Again, we got plenty of banishes.
Haven't seen it drop for you, really? Yeah, yeah.
Warts.
I haven't seen it yet
Banish
either.
something,
It's like 5th or 6th
get
kill, I
to,
think. So
some edge, but we shouldn't.
hopefully we see one.
Spread out, obviously. Everyone neck their fire raise partner.
But yeah, basically for Rag, we're going to be Blade Flurrying
If we do get
on
to
pull.
submerge, pop a second one on submerge.
That way, if we need it, we have it at second time. We're going to just pop CDs at a good time. I'm not really going to wait for a Crusader proc. I'll give it time in case I get one, but it's important to just pop them when you go in. So you're going to be going in and out throughout the fight to avoid getting one shot by Rag if your tank gets knocked back. So basically, Rag will knock back your tank. If there's no tank next to him, he's just going to start wailing on the melee. So you have to get out. So that's why everyone runs out. They always say, get out, get in. Best PvP gear pre-raid. Shadowcraft, Cadaverous. I'd go Shadowcraft, man. If it procs, they're just... The one-shots are insane with a Shadowcraft proc. But even if it doesn't, you still get some armor. You still get a lot of stamina and agility.
The classic things.
And the attack power is really good too. So I'd say a Shadowcraft over Cadaverous.
Dealers
But
happy?
Cadaverous is good too.
Thanks, happy.
I wouldn't stress
I'm always
on...
happy.
Good to go.
Well, the Crusader proc, 100 attack power is a lot. You just don't want to sacrifice DPS to force it. But you do want to try and line up your cooldowns with Crusader because 100 attack power is a lot. And if you use all of your Adrenaline Rush during a Crusader, right, all of your abilities you're spamming do a lot of attack power. So it's one thing just to try and work in, but...
Alright, focus, do your job. And let's get some win.
Ideally, it's nice. Yeah, so it's important to just look for it, but then you don't want to force it. You don't want to make a mistake of misallocating your cooldowns or something, waiting too long. A 6-set combined with Kata instead of Devilsaur?
Nah, dude, it's gonna be a BRE.
No.
A BRE and a Spinal. And a Petition Skill.
If you pop Blade Flurry and AR, though, you're already swinging faster and more at
We've
that
seen,
point.
Like 3 shields, haven't we?
Calling dibs
Yeah,
on,
so like at that point,
Reaper, right, guys?
then
Yep.
Crusader gets really good because you're attacking faster
Just
as
kill the
well.
fucking thing.
So yeah.
There you go, Jack. Yes, just like that.
So
Yeah.
let's see
Just
what
getting
the
ready to
sacrifice gets
proc
us.
Blade Flurry really quickly. Remember to use my T
This is
and
the
my
one range.
Juju, ideally during a Crusader, but
Yeah,
Honestly,
that'd
I
be-
just want Helm of fucking Wrath. So,
No luck with Warrior T2 helms, huh?
no,
We haven't
we
had
haven't
one
got a
yet.
single Helm.
Dude, we've seen so many. In my pugs, I've seen 3.
Starts in 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our DPS usually chills for a bit. Gives the tank time. Waits for a knockback. Yeah, I kind of have to wait to see the timer. Alright, melee's in. Popping Blade Flurry. I'm gonna pop popping my Blood Fury as well, since we're not gonna use it.
On range, pump it. Melee in.
Okay.
Born win.
Putting up Slice and Dice right before we go in. I'm gonna vanish here just in case. Huge Eviscerate. Okay, we're out. Doing pretty good on damage. We're definitely going to beat the Submerge. Slice and Dice on the way in.
I don't even see you on the aggro chart. I think it was just hitting you because you're mana.
I'm backing up. I'm backing up. Okay. We should have ran out, but we didn't get the call to. So, we had a couple melee die.
Out.
Yeah, our melee out calls have not been on point.
Melee in.
Alright. At this point I'm popping. Oh, got a Crusader proc. Popping everything.
He's hitting life up.
Oh my gosh.
No, whatever you're doing, don't do it, I guess.
Melee out.
You're gonna just...
We've got a minute, guys. It's fine.
I should have had a dagger ready. My dagger broke. I hate when Rag does that. He just randomly breaks your dagger. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because my durability was low to start with, but this happened to me 1 week before too, where he just...
It always goes wonky around 20%.
I'm popping evasion just in case. I can't backstab here, because like he's wrecking all the melee.
Melee out.
Some Justin.
Melee. Bring it down.
Yeah.
Popping CDs.
Good job.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna use another fire res pod. Don't tell anyone, alright guys?
I got hit by like 8 fucking explosions there. I just kept flying everywhere.
Alright.
New record! Cloak drop? Are you kidding? You're lying.
Rip.
No, it's there, I swear.
We've had this item every week.
Yeah.
Literally every week we've had legs for Hunter.
Dude, Dragon Stalker again?
Rip. I don't think I'm allowed to roll in the cloak either.
At least the cloak drop.
But yeah, my you see that? My Gutcore broke. Yeah, he got a present, maybe a replacement. Yeah, right. Rip.
Dude,
But yeah, how did we end up doing? I didn't realize till in the middle of the fight that I had the wrong meter. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I top damaged melees. Did they die? A lot of the melee died, but hey, top damage Rag. Had a pretty rocky day, but did well on Rag. I think I played the Rag fight pretty perfectly, except for the fact that I wasn't ready for my dagger to break. But I had a spare one on the fly. I swapped it in, but yeah, I'm happy with my damage though.
Remember, you can disenchant that stuff as
Garbage
well.
loot, but
Dude, this loot is pretty trash though. I'm tired of seeing Dragon Stalker legs.
but I'm just glad I played the fight well, especially because I died so many times today. Didn't play that well the majority of the raid. At least I played well on Rag. But after this, we're gonna go to Onyxia. So
I hope so.
As soon as loot's divvied out, we're gonna take a portal to Thunderbluff, and we're gonna kill Ani real quick. So, yeah, Ani's still upcoming.
I wish I had it on my hunter.
But yeah, no loot. One piece of rogue loot the entire raid. Feels bad. With 8 rogues. Yeah, that's not ideal. So in what order should you pop CDs? Like 3 combo point Slice and Dice, then Blood Flurry, then AA? I popped Blade Flurry on pull. And the reason I did that is because this fight is going to go over 2 minutes, so you have a chance to use it twice. So the faster you use it, the higher chance you'll get to use it twice. So I pop Blade Flurry really quickly. Usually first priority is Slice and Dice, but on this fight I even Blade Flurry before that. So I Blade Flurry, up Slice and Dice, and then keep up Slice and Dice the whole way, and then I pop the rest of my CDs
Rogue loot is pretty shit.
with the Crusader.
does not exist.
And I also
Remember the
popped my
cloak?
Blood Flurry because
This
it's a
one
2-minute cooldown.
That's the one that nothing else can even want to use it. Except maybe Enhancement Shaman, but even actually no, Baron's still better on Enhancement Shaman.
Sadly enough, agility's usually better for certain classes, but yeah, mostly it's hunter. They potentiate it, I think, the most.
I guess we're letting only hunters roll on this thing.
Agility's still.
Okay, let me read. So,
Yeah.
in a normal tank and spank, how would you suggest popping them? Just wait on Crusader normally? Yep. Unless the fight goes over 2 minutes. Yep.
The best stat for warriors.
So,
Damn, the 87, you want that. You do
I
not
wait for
want
Crusader. So that
Yeah, wait,
basically how cooldowns work in WoW is that you're gonna pop them, you're gonna do more damage, right? But if you pop them all at the same time, they have like a multiplicative effect. So, for example, Crusader is gonna increase my damage by a set amount. But if I use Adrenaline Rush at the same time as the Crusader, then I'm going to do more damage. And if I'm popping my Blade Flurry at the same time, I'll do more damage as well. But then I'm also getting more Shadowcraft procs because I'm popping Blade Flurry, faster attack speed. And then when I get the Shadowcraft procs, my backstabs will do more damage because I have Crusader. So it's like a lot of the cooldowns like mutually benefit each other. So the faster I attack, the more energy I get, the more backstabs I do, which scale from Crusader, and so on and so forth. So you always want to stack CDs.
Efficient with loot. Yeah, this is good for warriors now, but is it going to be good for warriors in Black Moonlight?
Yeah, there's 2 capes out of undead strat you guys should be hunting for.
I already have
better.
I already have Black Baron, so like I'll fucking pass it. I don't care.
Yeah, Cape of the Black Baron is better than this Cape for warriors right now.
Yeah, and I already have it.
My guild has 1 rogue drop in the past 5 weeks. That seems a little extreme. Yeah, it hasn't been that bad in our guild, but like there's been raids where there's been like 1 or 2 pieces. So like in 6 weeks we've probably had like, I don't know, 10 total pieces.
Yeah, we gave that cloak
which,
to a rogue last week when I was on my hunter.
Which doesn't seem like that extreme, but you know,
yeah,
it feels bad when there's like 8 rogues and there's like 10 pieces of loot in 6 weeks.
I feel you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, we have 8 rogues again, and there's another rogue that wanted to come. 9 rogues, unreal.
3 gold per person.
Ballast.
I'll mail it to you. Alright, we good to leave?
We are off.
Only 4 mages, yeah. We don't have that many warlocks either. Actually, we just recruited a few more. We had 3 for the longest time.
Grab your next.
But now we have 5. Okay. I have my Ani next, so we're good to just head straight to Ani.
My role was only for like PvP or dispel fights, so if somebody like actually needs the ring, I can ask to give it to you.
I don't imagine anybody actually needs the ring.
What a guy. What a guy.
Well, just let me know when you guys have a worse ring or whatever.
Yeah, break during your flight.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
take a
jump on the flight and then just go away.
10-minute break.
All right. Looks like we have a break after on the flight point. I'm gonna take that to go to the bathroom,
Yeah,
get
Ragnarok
some
can
water.
do that sometimes. Like 20,
But I'll be back, and in a few minutes we'll be doing Onyxia.
I didn't even see life up. I didn't even see life up on the
And
threat
then
meters.
when did he
Clocked
hit
me
you?
again. He
Yeah, when
clocked
did
me
he
like
hit
50%.
you? It was crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking threw me up 4 times.
He always kills me. He just kills me every
See, the
single
thing
fucking
is, like,
fight.
you can cheese him on the threat meters too, because like Warlock's threat insane on that boss fight.
All right,
And
so
I can just
I'm
keep
flying to
pumping, and it
Dustwallow.
puts me
We're
at
gonna
their
do
threat
Onyxia
pretty much every single time.
in a few minutes here,
So I
but
was
I'll
at,
be right
like,
back.
Warlock's threat of,
And
like 80, or like 70.
thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. So we got Onyxia coming up. Let me see if I catch up on loot. Who forms your raids? I think our GM. This guy, Nyoti. Did I get the cape? I did not get the cape. I was not allowed to roll on the cape. It was given to a hunter. Basically, agility is best for hunters. It's even better than rogues, so it was given to a hunter. Makes sense. Cape of the Black Baron's better for DPS anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I would have liked it, honestly, because I don't have that one yet, and I want a decent cape for PvP, but Stone Skin's still really good for PvP, so. How do you know when to go in and out of the Ragnaros fight? Honestly, you're supposed to look at an add-on like DBM, and it tells you when he's about to do a knockback, and when the tank's about to get knocked back, you run out. However, I just wait and listen to someone else. So I focus on damage. I wait for someone in TeamSpeak to call DPS out. But if you wanted to do that yourself or lead it, you would watch for that. All right, I can repair. Repair and actually put my item back in. But yeah, do you know the mechanic of why Rag just like breaks your weapons? It's kind of weird. But yeah, we usually chill out here for a little bit. Maybe we can duel someone. I'm PvP spec, but you know.
So I made 1,650 water and I only have 100 left. So I definitely didn't overdo it.
Yeah, have someone calling it out. Easy as that. Yep.
Let that be known.
Is there anyone we can duel? There's always a warlock who always wants to duel. Where is he? There he is.
We'll ride down to Onyxia's left together.
It's gonna be hard to beat a warlock because their raid spec is good for PvP, but you know, in PvP spec for rogue sucks. But I ain't afraid. Let him finish his cast here. Do you have Drake Fire Neck? I do. All right.
Yeah, but our weapons off Rag. Where are they?
That's a good question.
Oh, we got his death coil.
Get them all in.
I was trying to start a summoning circle to the RNG.
This guy's so tanky.
Raid, but we couldn't
Oh, I still got the sack.
circle, so
Ooh, that is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
This is gonna be a rough duel.
Lucky, dude.
Dude, they resisted my dots.
Is he gonna Feldom?
Yeah, he
I'm not gonna let him summon another one. All right, we're waiting for this to die.
I've yet to see a Deathbringer, though.
Sap broke really early, guys. We're kind of screwed. Yeah, we're not gonna win.
You really couldn't get a restyle? That's crazy.
I mean, we got the kick, but I can't beat Feldom.
Oh, damn. I haven't seen either one.
Can't beat two sacks. We're dead, guys. We're dead.
Yeah, what a...
Wow.
We actually won? What?
I had a ninja help me.
Yikes.
Technically,
That's a yikes.
If a
Guys,
Deathbringer
that's a yikes.
default
It's a yikes.
to
We should not be able to win. We should not be able to win against a... but I think I played that pretty well. I think I played that pretty well. I got so unlucky with the
By
sap.
this warrior, you mean
Something went wrong at the end. I think he used everything.
Sweet.
I don't know though, so don't.
Alright, now I'm dueling a shaman.
The way we're gonna
Where
be
is he?
doing loot in
I don't even see him.
for warriors.
There he is.
Warriors is obviously Deathbringer, Fury warriors. No Fury warriors can roll on swords. I'll carry on to Blackman Lair as well.
Okay.
Due to the amount of rogues that we have. But don't worry about Blackman Lair because you get beautiful main hand that drops up. F and the offhand back. Just gonna go Fury, go.
I gotta get used to the opener. I don't even know what opener to use when I'm full PvE spec. I'm just so used to the one shot of PvP. Yeah, he's gonna NS. I think we're gonna lose, to be honest with you. No CDs.
And we have more two-hander warriors now. I just noticed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the two-handed Fury is more than capable of being a thing at all, especially if you're under.
Whew! Clutch.
Yeah, that's,
Clutch.
that's
Look at these
literally why
duels,
I
man.
passed on it, because
His shield
he
didn't
was
seem to hold
dead.
much, the second one. I just crit a couple times, I think.
Well, and vice versa. By
But yeah,
passing,
I'm not dueling this guy.
getting yourself a
He's ready for this, trash dog?
you know, an axe or.
Loot
Oh,
manipulation.
I mean, I didn't even, yeah, that's what I was doing.
I'm toxic.
Again, it's just about being super efficient. It's just being common sense.
Yeah,
I'm toxic.
I just knew that it's better.
We're
for him and
toxic.
me, and I had my
People
axes
so quick to
and
duel
I'm
rogue
all
after the first one,
figured
yeah.
out, so.
I'm not trying my luck. There's a 0% chance I beat a warlock with no CDs.
Fucking John for some reason. I don't know why.
He can hold DL. I'll take my dub.
Whoa, Bree
PV
is totally worth switching.
had a PvE spec beating a warlock
Yeah, as
with
long as you have edge master.
Feldom. I'll take it with that sap break too. I think I easily win that duel if my sap doesn't break because I get a full opener. But it broke after like 5 seconds. And then because I'm not PvP spec, I wasn't in stealth obviously.
Play 'em all. Actually,
Yeah, he can hold DL.
on Rogue and private servers
He
too.
can hold DL. I'm not. I actually was. If I lost, I would accept, of course. He will try this time.
Man, the guild.
90% of the drama is Diego's
He's
fault.
holding DL. He's gonna have to feel this
You're
one.
not wrong, and
I've dueled this guy a ton of times.
absolutely.
He's holding the L.
You know, he is just carrying
Toxic.
the guild on his back with that Finkel Skinner. Like, do you guys know what he has to go through?
Holy.
Just use
sometimes he
Thistle
has
Tea.
to
I don't
protect
Thistle
one
Tea in
of the
duels.
things because he doesn't have enough bag slots because he's a hunter.
Yeah, dude, you're right. The things that I go through.
Yeah,
Thistle
poor
Tea
guy.
2 OP.
Give him some sympathy.
Dude, I'm gonna stop inviting people to the guild. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. In 1 minute, I think we're gonna head out to Onyxia. So 60 seconds. Head him out, and then hopefully we just one-shot Onyxia nice and clean. Onyxia's kind of a boring fight, but you know, whatever. I don't think there's any item I need from Onyxia because I was lucky enough to get the helmet.
Head.
So I don't think there's anything in
Yeah,
here
but
for
you
me.
wouldn't get it. That's what we just
And I got the neck.
Yo, I pugged my head and got it today.
So no, I don't need anything from
Man, I want one.
The other warriors doubted me.
anything from
They're
Onyxia.
like,
Yeah,
"Why
basically
don't
how
you work?"
warlocks
And I was
work
like, "I'm gonna
is
pug and reserve my
they're
head."
pretty much unbeatable
And it happened.
if you don't have Shadow Reflector. And with Succubus. Now, if they do have the Void Walker, it's still pretty tricky, but you can beat them. But usually you have to be PvP spec, use a lot of cooldowns. And I had like my scuffed opener because I don't have like dirty
5,
deeds.
4.
There's really no, you can't. It's just so
2,
awkward being
1.
PvE spec. You can't maintain a stun lock. Ani bag. Yeah, I'm not allowed to roll in the Ani bag either.
Songflower.
That's just raiding in a nutshell, right?
You did not.
Oh, hey, are you
Yeah,
excited to
I
get this
got
item?
here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't
How is
roll
half
on
the
it.
group at Onyxia already?
Yikes.
What the hell y'all
But yeah, the bag is prioritized for warlocks because of soul shards,
Yeah, cool.
warriors because they hold multiple sets of gear for tanking, and
They have a lock. They can summon us.
and hunters
Yeah,
because of the
Just
arrows
summon
situation.
everyone who's already
So I'm not
I
allowed to
feel
roll
like
in the
they
bag.
have enough
Show
soul
gear,
shards,
please.
right?
It's in the description.
Oh, if
I
you,
mean,
But since we're not doing
they
anything,
want to run ahead. They got
got 6 Shadowcraft,
they gotta summon the locks.
Bloodfang
first,
head,
and those locks will
H-core
summon
leather
more
gloves,
locks.
Gut Core
All
Ripper,
five.
Bone Scraper, Satyr Bow, couple of DM tribute rings,
Was there
Black Hand Breath,
a head
the
raid
DM book
up
because I don't have Hodge
when you
yet,
started raid?
Stone
It
Skin
doesn't
because
work
I don't
like
have
that
Black Baron yet. I probably will never
You can
get
use it
Black
whenever you
Baron,
want for the buff.
so I'll just
shit,
I'll
really?
just keep this. It's
Yeah,
better
they
for
fixed
PvP
it.
anyway.
Oh, that's
Geez,
sick.
a little
Wait, about
intense over the bags.
Ren?
Recently?
The guild tries to min max
I
the
remember
gear.
last
It's
week,
whatever.
2 weeks ago, someone brought it up.
Are we gonna try again? You know what? This guy's
think it was
dueling me
the
so
Iron
much. He
League
really
or
wants to.
something.
We're about to head
Oh,
out, aren't
well,
Yeah, they fixed it.
Wait, Ren buffed you?
Wait, are you saying?
All right,
you can
I
still get the
would,
buff applied even if the head's
but
not
we
working?
leave him.
Yes. yes.
Yeah.
Rip.
Because when
Give
I
him
turned
the
my
frowny.
net, the event was already going.
He's gonna have to hold the L. He's gonna have to hold the
When
L.
was it? What?
Like 2
It's a
weeks
game.
ago.
Let people have some incentive. Yeah. I
I
mean,
think it happened 2 weeks ago.
it's a little extreme on the bag, but at the same time,
It's worth
it's
testing.
nice that, for
Anyone
example,
who figures it out, let me know.
no Fury Warriors in our guild are allowed to roll on Butcher Blade, right? Because that goes to rogues, and because we're not humans, and most of
I
the
know,
Fury Warriors are
that
orcs,
popped
it's better
before
for them to get the
my Sunday
Deathbringer
raid,
from Onyxia.
and
So it's
we,
like,
have never had it.
yeah, it
so
feels bad that I
we're
can't roll in the
trying.
bag, but at the same time,
Yeah.
them min-maxing gear to people means that I'm allowed to have, like if I was a sword
it's
rogue,
like
I'd have an easier
Myrmidon
time
or
getting a
something.
sword, because they're only letting
And
rogues
then
roll on
Yang
it.
Gang takes, like,
And
4
the
others.
warriors have to go for Deathbringer, right? So, I mean,
So I've just
I think it's nice.
Soak in there.
Still need Stone Skin. Hope I get it before phase 2. Willing to pay any guild to run me through for 100 gold. I mean, it's not that good, man. It's really good, but I wouldn't fret.
I don't know
Guess
if
if
we'll
you're
have the threat
biss everything
potential
else.
that I normally do during phase
Poisons,
one. It's
Thistle,
already
Thieves,
kinda
Tool,
like
Pots,
rough
Flasks,
doing
etc.
that.
What was the
Or
first
you
part
can
of
just
your
stand on top of
I don't know
this,
what you mean by that, Chris, but
phase 2. Literally just
You don't want me to take
right.
phase one, or
but I'm close to my epic
Alright,
mount. I
this
won't be
is
slow
I
anymore.
don't know if you know
I would have had it if I didn't have to respec and buy flasks. I mean pots. I use
you do the
6
tank
elixirs
stacking.
and mongoose today. Feels bad.
Yo, it's so good.
Feels so bad.
what is this?
I just died so many
So
times.
phase 2, you are gonna
So
see
in
this
Onyxia,
Titan.
rogues don't have more loot than Viscag.
Literally, you're gonna fall down
Rogues have a
and
few
so
things.
Basically, he's gonna
Bloodfang
be
Hood,
hitting
obviously.
fireballs constantly.
The neck
Because
from the head of
when you get hit
Onyxia
with the
turn in.
fireball,
This thing. You can get
get
this from
soaked
turning
with
in the head of
somebody else and it
Onyxia.
doesn't
Starts the quest.
knock you threat down.
And you can also, if you're a sword rogue, you can get Viscag. So those are the 3 items for rogues.
By you being on top of him the entire time,
so-
soaking every fireball with him.
Oh, rogues have to carry stuff as well? I see what you mean. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, everyone has to carry flasks and stuff, but we have to do,
Yeah.
you know,
It saves
tea,
healers so
poisons,
much mana
powder.
too.
Yeah,
It's just
Thieves'
worth to
Tool.
note that everyone in the raid don't stand there, Justin.
But you got to keep in mind some warlocks, like that's like 6 slots or something. Like, okay, let's count how many I have right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
I have too much Thistle Tea. I could have just like 1 or 2. So
You're
I'll count
gonna-
2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have like 9 slots for rogue, but like hunters lose an entire bag, right? Warlocks are coming to raid with like 40 shards. It makes sense to me that they get
Why
plotted
did I
on the
follow
bag.
you?
I don't really mind.
No. Slow enough as it is.
Yeah.
Engage the
Hunters lose an entire bag. I feel like that one makes sense to me. Warriors,
Following the squid.
most of them do carry around an extra set of tank gear, so I guess that's an extra bag as well. So I'm not, I mean, it does make sense, but. No, it's BIS. Don't let them control. Oh, BS. Okay. Break free. Break free. I don't care about the bag. All I want is the daggers, man. If I can pass on the bag and get daggers, I'm in a happy world.
Alright, so for phase 2, we'll have to split the DPS warriors up a little bit. Can you decide to pick up lumps?
I mean, if you want, I can just multi-shot.
Prefer daggers over Viscag. I already have a raid dagger, so I've already fully committed to daggers.
I get what you're saying.
Don't really care about going for swords, because I prefer daggers in PvP. So I went for daggers, got a raid dagger, not rolling on any swords. I actually, before I even had a dagger, I passed on a couple brutality blades. I might have called it a butcher blade earlier. Yeah, but I passed on a couple of brutality blades. I wanted to be daggers from the start. Prefer it in PvP. So maybe I'll get to the point where everyone has the swords, so there's just leftover brutality blades. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but maybe. Maybe then. Can't wait to watch your PvP streams once Honor's introduced. I mean,
I
we'll
just
see.
noticed you have
I don't
a
even know what
favorite.
I'm gonna do.
Yep. Have you felt the sting of the normal?
I never played vanilla when there weren't battlegrounds out,
Like,
and
they nerfed the fucking damage on
I
it
mean,
because they
maybe I
don't
was
want
low
it.
level, but I never have played without battlegrounds with honor system at like 60. So I don't know what to expect.
Taking good DPS on mine, we don't.
You're doing good
No,
damage
I-
though,
I
even with
saw
daggers.
the DPS was
Daggers.
but I'm just saying, like, they-
Our top
they
DPS
didn't
for rogue
normalize
was
the
actually a
damage on it, so
dagger,
it's not as,
so
like,
I wouldn't
crazy
say that
spiky.
like that's it's like a
No, I
caveat.
haven't-
I think
I
daggers
didn't
do
know
like
about
just as
that.
much as
Yeah, I
swords.
never
Maybe
knew.
swords have a slight edge, but once you get the
in
raid daggers.
comparison to, like, apparently it's
But
based
yeah,
on this
I wouldn't be
client,
surprised
seems
by
different than
daggers
it
doing
did on
top damage or
private
anything.
servers. I mean, I know like private servers. are
Pre-raid,
nice,
I
yeah.
think there's a significant
But,
difference between the pre-raid,
like
pre-raid daggers and the pre-raid
because the
swords.
damage
But
gets real high. Like it used to.
I don't know what
be,
we're
like,
waiting on
insane
still,
crits
but
versus now they
waiting for
normalize it,
Purds though.
so it,
Oof.
like, sits right
Yeah,
in the middle more.
Purds. Those are good daggers though. Corehound
I got-
Toothbone Scraper. It's
I
really
just
good.
got Arcanite Reaper just for
Yeah,
this
Purds will be great.
Yeah, I mean it's sick.
The swords are superior for DPS.
Um,
Yeah, I'd say slightly, but
Good for
phase
the
one at
video when
least,
I was
it's not that,
5 days off.
it's not as big as in like private servers because Perdition Blade is out.
'Cause fuck doing
So
that.
Perdition Blade being out means
Yeah, I
that
know. I really need
daggers
the
and
mouse.
swords are neck and neck.
Two
Had
epic
Perdition
mouse
Blade
guys
not
sent me
existed,
back.
then I'd say swords have the slight edge, but they're pretty neck and neck, man.
We all here? I think we're good. Alright, Justin.
In later,
Listen to Justin. for the
it
next
probably gets a bigger. There's a bigger gap
here.
in
No,
later
so
phases.
we'll
But
last.
what dagger did you start reading with? Shadowfoot Stabber. I probably could have used Barman Shanker, but I was paranoid of the debuff, so I didn't use it.
Motherfucker, I had the wrong ring
Are you
on
allowed to
for
buy Purd from your guild?
Everton Stoma.
No.
Misdrag.
That'd be pretty awful if you were allowed to buy items in a guild.
Yeah, that's all you want.
The
But doesn't every
I
hit
wouldn't get
have
anything
9
because I'm always
for,
poor
like,
because I can't play as much as a lot of the other
compare
guys.
between the AP, it's like
I mean, I try and
14
play when I can, but you know, the people without jobs
So,
and
like,
stuff
every
would just
hit
have all the
after
raid
9
gear.
is
That'd be
14
awful.
AP.
Was Purds not on private
Like,
servers?
you know,
Perdition Blade
obviously 20
originally
AP
released
is
later
much
into the
greater.
game. So Perdition Blade did not
Equals
release
30 AP.
with
So,
Molten
like,
Core.
everything has an AP.
It
Back,
came at a later
back,
patch.
back, back.
But in Classic, it's coming out from the get-go. So Perdition Blade came later in private servers. So that's why Swords was better. But since Perdition's early, now all of a sudden Daggers kind of has a little advantage over what they had on private servers, right? 5 NS set bonus is superior than another thing. Yeah, the NS
Yeah,
right.
set's really good
changes
for
from,
PvP.
You know, it's like 1 week coffee gives you cancer. Next
Alright,
week
move
bacon.
up.
I would not
Yeah, right.
prioritize tier 0
It
over
does
tier
feel
1.
like that sometimes.
Bob,
Go on
not
top of
close.
I just-
Especially if you're a PvPer, tier 1's way better. Even in raids, I'd prefer the stamina fire res, and I feel like you're gonna do more damage over time too. Like the Shadowcraft set bonus is really good, but I'm not buying that it's better than tier 1.
In your current gear, what crit are you at?
Yeah, that's what I ended up getting to relapse. Yeah,
Um,
I'd take tier 1, multiple pieces of tier 1 over tier 0 any day.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, getting my bow skill leveled up here.
without my,
Did I even get a level yet? Where's my bow skill at? My bows are at 277. We're getting there. We're getting there.
And that Reaper probably hits big.
Yeah, you get better stats, resist stats, 10 max energy.
I didn't even
Yep.
get to see Rag execute phase,
The resists
so,
are
you know,
insane.
Save Rec for it.
They add up a lot. Okay.
fall off there into the fucking labs again.
Guess we're
I heard if
jujuing.
you jump in there,
Agi
you get a
food.
free, whelp pet.
Poison. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and you also get server first on execution.
Yeah, you get.
Yeah,
I just broke my food like a noob because I pressed the poison button.
Alright, guys. So
Because of course, clicking on the
when we start as
poison
normal, when we're stacking on the
gets
left,
you up.
Justin's stacking
Not
face
starting
goes
the
up in
application,
air.
but just
Life
clicking
Food's
on
goal
it.
is to
You
follow
guys ready
the
for this?
ground. Is
I'm
to
gonna click
sit
on
on
instant
his
poison.
ass
It's gonna
like a
get me
loser,
up.
face down.
Click. And now I'm standing.
Am I not
It's
hogging
funny.
up Whelp space too?
No. You'll either sit. You'll just basically sit in the safe zone near the top or near the bottom.
But yeah, we're gonna chill.
So healers, just be aware of diamond and square.
Be a
and
little,
take
wait a little bit for them to get aggro, and then immediately backstab, start fainting.
majority of the damage.
Make sure I don't pull aggro. Vanish if I
So
need.
We'll have.
Gonna save my
negligence
CDs
and kanji. You'll be
for
picking up
when
the
Onyxia
whelps
gets
on the right,
low.
just taunt them off the heal
It's up to you what
basically.
you want to do. If you're trying to get like a parse or whatever, you can save your Blade Flurry for the ads. A lot of times I'll end up Blade Flurrying on Onyxia to try and push as much damage as possible before she gets up in the air. So it's up to you guys though. It's not going to show up on the damage meters, but it's going to benefit your guild to Blade Flurry on Onyxia.
Well, fucking
Depends
call
on
me out.
whelps, right? In my guild, the whelps just get melted.
Probably cherry sometime.
Zatar, you should get elemental sharpening stones as daggers specifically.
blow up and
How much
phase
do they
two.
cost?
Quick phase two.
I feel like they're going to be really expensive. Your guild doesn't let you raid with Gutgo Ripper. That kind of sucks. Do they know that like pretty much all the bosses are immune to it?
Pop debuffs and whatnot.
Who's got the flu?
You got a shitty 5? No, actually.
By the way, that.
Let me
flu
look up
will fuck
elemental
people's
sharpening
flu
stones.
buffs, so.
I forget what they're made with. Actually, I can look it up here. Crafting, blacksmithing, miscellaneous, enhancements. There we go. Oh, that's not bad. These aren't that expensive. I mean, they're a
Please
couple
watch
gold
the
each,
GPS
but
and
yeah,
get
that's not
one.
too
I don't
bad.
want turning around and blamping the raid.
But yeah, I might make a couple for like
We'll
rag or
spend far
something.
too much money on bots and shit for people to be doing that shit.
They're very expensive currently with LN or like. I mean, yeah, I guess 2 gold is a lot, but it'll be like 2, 3 gold.
Since we got
But
more wallets when you shake a stick.
it's not as bad as I thought they were.
There you go. It's wonderful.
But I'd
Mark,
really.
please.
I wonder how much better they are than poison, to be honest. Oh, we have 2 shamans in the group. Oh.
1 in 10.
Okay. All right. So always get out of stealth in Onyxia. You don't want to be in stealth. You just want to
4,
move quickly.
3, 2,
So
1.
we're out of stealth. We're gonna be running.
You are going to DPS
Stick with the pack.
very, very slowly.
Move up. Don't worry about attacking the boss right away. Get into position. Do not get behind. Stay behind. You don't want to be in front or behind the dragon. You want to be to the side. Wait for the tank to set him.
Near the entrance of the cave, you can pull out. Okay, just auto attack, guys.
All right. So I'm immediately gonna get up our slice and dice and I'm gonna faint. And
We got whelps, a lot of them.
Really?
DPS, turn around.
Now hit it very hard.
all right. I guess I'm blade flaring right here.
How do we get a bunch of wolves?
They got knocked in.
Oh, no.
How
How are we getting knocked out?
How are we getting knocked into the whelps? This is pretty sad. This is pretty sad. This is why you want to stay like here. 0% chance I get knocked into the whelps right now. But yeah, now because the tank had plenty of time to get threat, I don't even have to faint anymore. Just wail on him. Keep up our slice and dice. Saving all
That actually
CDs
didn't look like
for when phase 2 is about to approach, because you want to do as much damage to the dragon while it is running
You know the
to
hitboxes are so fucked in that game?
the middle.
But when people would strafe left and right, their hitboxes would.
So you want to save all your CDs. Don't do them yet.
Playing with
So
50k.
Get always right when he turns. Boom.
Alright, bring it down.
There's the
Okay, Life,
CDs.
sit on Justin.
Sprint
Hold his
to
hand.
keep
I
up.
don't see enough dots. More dots
Chocolate
now.
cake recipes, Adam.
I'm gonna keep going.
More dots.
You
More
can
dots,
keep hitting
more
him.
dots.
Keep hitting him. You have time still.
More dots.
Fucking correct.
So like I'm gonna get ready.
Probes and
I'm gonna keep backstabbing him,
straight out.
Left side.
and I'm gonna backstab one more time,
Side. Many
and then I'm gonna go help with the whelps. So you can still attack the dragon while he's in the air if you're really close to it. You can also bow shot Onyxia as well. So your damage doesn't have to stop in phase 2. But like, I'm gonna start shooting my bow now. I'm gonna spread out a little bit. I should be safe on the sides.
Throw more dots.
She's
More
gonna be
dots.
at
More
2 o'clock.
dots.
So
Come on, more dots.
where she
We're
is.
almost at phase 2.
Top and bottom are safe.
Okay, I think I moved so that no one got hit by the fireball. That was good.
Eyeballing.
It looks like we already messed it up.
Okay, phase 3. They're ready. I'm gonna
All
pop
right,
Rex.
so I'm backstabbing right now. I'm gonna vanish as soon as it comes down. Make sure I don't have threat. Okay. I'm just backstabbing. There's phase 3.
She comes. Flick, she'll be on Justin. Just be wary, guys.
Beware.
One of the warlock has to do.
I'm gonna vanish. All right, now I'm vanishing. Get me out of the way. Get me out of the way. So you're just trying to get into position while they try and get the boss under control.
Heals on and go. Heals on and
Very,
go.
very slowly.
I don't know how I got breathed, honestly.
Beware.
Kimochi.
I bandage. I'm gonna pot as soon as I come out.
Back
All
on
right,
go.
looks like we're getting it under control now.
Position.
Fainting.
Before you stop.
I vanished, so I should be good on
Hit it like
threat,
you
but
mean it.
I fainted just in case. Now I'm gonna pop Blade Flurry again. Got Blood Fury coming up soon.
Now hit it very hard
Backstab.
and very fast.
Yeah.
Keep up our slice and dice.
Watch yourself.
Let's try.
Is there anything else? Can T here.
I hate spawn.
I should have T'd phase 2, but
Here.
it's whatever. Okay. Nice Tremor Totem. Uh-oh. Yeah, if a Fury Warrior pulls, there's literally nothing they can do except die. They can't drop threat. Let's just get this guy down. That was not the cleanest kill, but hey. I did a lot of damage. I top DPS'd melee by quite a bit, so it was a really clean fight by me. But, woo!
Did I not tell you?
Woo! We got a helm for our tank.
Anyone who doubted me?
You see this? Whew. Grats to the warrior. We've been waiting for this. First Wrathhelm. Let's see what else. Okay, nice. A lot of casters like the Saffron Drape. Hunter Helm, nice. Wow, a lot of Hunter loot. Jeez. So much Hunter loot. Sword of Zeal is really good too. How much is it worth now? 250 gold. Nice.
Yo, yeah, people.
But yeah, I think the fight went really well. I think I played. I think besides forgetting to Thistle Tea in phase 2, I think I played it pretty perfectly. I think.
Yo,
I don't think there's anything else I could have done.
Honestly, I think we've got more.
But that's the thing about classic fights. They're so easy that you can actually play a fight perfectly, which is kind of fun.
No, it's trash.
In retail, I don't think you could ever play a perfect fight, probably. But in classic, you know, there's not a lot of variables, not a lot of stuff going on, so you could play a perfect fight. I did not play that many. I think I played Rag well, but besides that, I didn't play that well in Molten Core. But hey, at least I got a good Ani.
That plan anyways. That's cool. Just ninja in front of me.
But yeah, let me catch up on chat. I was not paying attention at all.
You want to go trade it?
All right, there's 6 gold. Do you think each? That's the mats. I think are way cheaper, but that might be the going rate.
Ooh, the 98 phase.
Dagger Rogues love crit. Where does most Shadow Tunic drop? Okay, the Shadowcraft Tunic drops from the last boss in Upper Blackrock Spire. Dracasath, General Drag.
All the good blades roll shit.
Okay, need Ani attunement still. Yeah, you should work on that, man. I do that too, but I don't know why. Why is that? I don't. Yeah, I'm late to this, so I don't know what you guys are talking about there. You were in front of him in stealth. Ani? I don't think I was that close to the front. I thought I was. I think. I don't think I was like in front of the head or anything. Like, let's say this is Ani.
Yes, rogues and warriors roll net.
You mean hunters?
I think I think I was like here-ish. So like I could have been further back, but I wasn't like right in front of the head. But yeah, obviously. Obviously, I was in position and got flamed, but and it was still getting set up. But yeah, that was another. I didn't realize. I forgot I got hit by that. But that was a mistake. You get cleaved or breath. I definitely got breathed, but I did not think I was in range of it at the time. But I obviously should have been back more. But yeah, yeah, that was one mistake. So that was I think that was my one mistake for the fight. Cause it's just so much more satisfying and rewarding IMO. Yeah.
You gotta feel sorry for that.
Gotta agree with you there.
Willies?
I think it was almost to the side. I kind of want to see it. I want to see just so I know in the future how to
They have been fucked.
They have been royally.
how to position. Let me check how I got whacked there. Because I felt like when you feel like you shouldn't have gotten hit, you should try and remember that and adjust for next time. Because I thought I was safe and I wasn't.
Yeah, we did. Tooth.
We got Corehound Tooth and a few got Gores.
Would be nice to see a Purge though.
Alright, so since we got 2 bags, the way we're going to do it, we're going to roll it for everybody, one of the bags, and the other bags are going to be rolled for Warlocks.
Oh, I'm allowed to roll in the bag. Hold the fort.
Warriors, okay.
I'll find the clip over here in a second. I'll show it to you. But I'm allowed to roll in the bag.
Reason behind that is because a warrior brings 3 sets of gear. Hunters have.
I have to bring res gear too.
That's true.
We got a new recruit. He's not on board with the bags, guys. He's resisting, like you guys tell me to.
Tanks, warlocks, and hunters roll in the first bell bag.
All right, where did I get flamed? Oh, found it.
You don't have one.
Right?
All right, this was it.
If you don't have a bag,
that's where I get flamed.
Can you actually get?
Okay. Come on, give me a break here, guys. Give me a break here, guys. This is worse than I thought. You see this?
Hunters, warlocks, and tanks.
Come on.
And warriors.
Come on. I mean, come on.
And everyone else.
That was worse than I thought.
Either way, Ray wins. So.
Yeah.
Ray wins.
I think that was pretty unlucky.
Right,
I think it like batched. So I think he like cast it here.
Fuck, dude, I'm never.
I actually don't know how I got hit by it.
You see that?
I actually don't know how I got hit. To be
Oh,
honest.
you fucking got wrath helmet. Stop whinging. All I want is a wrath helmet.
All right. I lost the bag roll, guys. But yeah.
I'm cheating right now.
A fade.
Oh,
are you streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? I am, Mortis. I am. But I appreciate you guys hanging out on Twitch because that's where I'm going to eventually be. But for now, since I started on YouTube, I'm doing on both.
Then you're just extorting. That goes into a whole.
It's
other
more fun
Rip.
watching you guys window.
Yeah, I don't know about that
Actually,
breath. I
have
feel like I shouldn't have gotten
decent
hit.
backspace now.
But I guess you got to be really far back, and it was still getting set up. But whatever. I got hit by
Alright,
it. At least I
spin the
lived.
Hey.
Oh, guys, I forgot.
But yeah.
my,
All right. I think I'm gonna call it
gloves.
there, guys. Thanks for watching. We
We
got all of the. Oh, thanks for the follow, Melis. We got all of
Oh, we
the
got 4 there.
raid
Ooh,
content down.
big.
We had a really good Onyxia fight. We had a good rag kill.
Well, GG. I'm happy. I finally have a new helmet.
Did not died a bunch in Molten Core, which you know I usually try to never die, but next week we'll do better. And overall, was a good stream. I gotta go to like some rogue meeting or something.
Alright, can a
So
real mage
even if I were to
activate the
keep
portal?
streaming, I'd have to like probably mute. I don't know, secret rogue meeting stuff. You never know.
Dude.
So yeah, I'm going to a rogue meeting now. And thanks for watching, guys.
Man, you gotta watch
And
out
I'll
for
probably be on
Vegas.
tomorrow.
When's the next Oni? When's Oni reset?
I might be farming gold instead.
2 days, etc.
But
so
at the very least, I'll be farming gold.
Tuesday.
Once I'm done with that, I'll probably like stream trying to get Hodge or something, maybe some PvP.
So keep an
We'll
eye out
see.
for raid signups for Tuesday for Oni.
But thanks, guys. One last question:
down.
where does most Shadowcraft drop? Drops all over the place.
Yeah. Apart from that, welcome you guys.
Can't really doesn't drop in one place, but can you listen? It's secret
It's alright,
secret
Raid.
rogue stuff, man.
Sketchy Major Domo. We should never want
But
something like that.
thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.